words.
DJ Long here in the house, and what's up, everybody? It is another MTG Roundtable. Welcome, everyone. I actually have stuff for all of you. Wow. All right, Prime, are you here?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get the primes up. All right. Awesome. Go check out Prime. His links are in the description. All right, and you can
Be
pop
careful,
it in
he's
the
gonna
chat
pass
here.
out. Deep breaths, buddy.
Yeah.
In through the nose, out through the mouth.
Yeah. You got this, bro. You got this.
I made it a minute in. Shit.
DJ gets 100,000 hits. Prime
That's right.
guys on
That's
stream.
right. All right, here we go. Pat.
Don't move.
Okay, so
That's
I'll
right.
be honest, guys. Little behind the scenes stuff. DJ didn't tell you this. I will live hot right now. That's actually a voiceover. That's me screaming, not Chris Rock.
That's right. For sure. Yeah. Awesome. Pat, go check out his channel. He's now on Pure MTG as well. That'll be his main, I guess. But yeah, go check it out.
Oh yeah, I'm
making
only
new games
going
and
to do
everything.
the most terrible stuff on my previous channel. So if you
There you
guys
go.
actually like and subscribe to Pat the Pauper, you will get some of the most terrible stuff. Also, check
Beautiful.
out Pure MTG for really good content.
There you go. Now you got a fun channel. You're like, hey, I got all these subs. How can I lose
Oh
them
yeah,
all?
oh dude, that's the worst part is it's still legitimately growing. I'm gonna hit like 1,300 subs while not posting anything.
Wow,
Like,
crazy.
That's
Well, ridiculous.
well, it's like when you get biceps. It's just because of work you've already put in. And speaking of work that people have put in, Dual Brain, I've been watching a lot of your content. Absolutely phenomenal. Tell me a little bit about your channel.
Hold
Let
up.
the folks
Hold up,
that
Pat.
haven't
Hold up.
seen them
Hold
yet.
up. Hold up. He's got to
Oh,
get his
dude,
clip
I'm just
in.
trying.
God.
I'm
He's got to
trying.
load his clip, dog. Hold on.
Right shot. Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
DJ just
And-
wants to get a little nuts, man. That's all.
Yeah, we're gonna get nuts
DJ,
tonight. Dude.
yeah.
It's
Woo. DJ getting nuts. What is this, Friday night?
yeah, right. Close enough, right? We got a day to recover.
Thursdays is new Friday.
Well, hey, welcome everyone. We'll say hi to some people in chat. My camera's not set up. I just finished recording, so the whole thing. And oh my god, I don't have the clip yet, but it's all like, here at corporate, we like to have fun. We play games. I'm like, what? Did you guys catch that part? It was like, it was like, wait, is this AI? Is the first two people AI talking? What is up? Yeah, with the conference call. I only got like 30 minutes in before I had to like, get everything else set up. So, hello, K Torque, Pat the Popper. Hey, you're here. What's up, man?
Ew.
TCG, how you doing? TCG dude, and then we got Solar God. Oh boy, he wants his Solar God clip.
Solar God!
Which does not sound like Superfast Tortoise at all. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
that's definitely not ADR at all. No, for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely not voiceover lines. No.
No,
couldn't
not
tell.
voice. That is legit.
No, that seems high quality.
That's right.
If you
All
enjoyed
right,
that, check out Suburban Sasquatch. Yeah.
Yeah. You can see him daily at my address here in Esco. Oh, wait. Oh. All right. Hey, Investable Collectibles, Just the Best. How you doing, buddy? Brian Giles, Unicorns is here. Okay, fair. Tom M, what is good? Time Capsule, good to see you, bud. James Willis, Cosmic Seeds. Whoop, whoop. All right. And Taichu Man. Glad to have you all here. And Squirrel, let's go. Okay. Ed, what did you catch of the thing? Because I know Pat's pretty versed at the moment. I am not.
I didn't.
Only got
I've
30
been
minutes in.
running around like a freak all day, so I need to catch up.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
man.
just
Okay,
like,
Pat.
there's a thing, and I'm like, wait, what? And he just disappears. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just be dumb.
Yeah, I need to catch
Yeah.
up. Looks like I got some work tomorrow morning, huh?
Oh God, yeah. And I am if I start clipping out, it's because I'm trying to get this up ASAP. I did make a no commentary video, so please feel free to reference that in your videos, Pat and Ed and Prime, if you guys want to talk about it. It's a little shout out to me. It's just gonna be my logo, but there's no commentary, no music, nothing. So I have the whole thing recorded.
Yeah, it's good to have. You need like a record of it without, you know, my dumb ass commenting over it.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's
We
what
like
I'm
your
currently
dumbass
working on.
commenting over it. Shush.
Well, no, you're going to be commenting over them. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
but we
users
need
resource.
like, you
It'll be up
know,
soon.
at least one solid record without some bullshit over it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I dislike about Jake and Joel when they do their premieres. Actually, is I only hear their audio. I can't tell how Blake is trying to put out fires that Magic created. So I really like that DJ is doing this, you know, audio only from the call kind of presentation. So big ups to you on that.
People like
it'll
my
be...
I kind of did.
I'm working on it currently,
one
so
for
if I start clipping, you know why.
Yeah, no doubt. I kind of did a silent one for the what's it called, the fireside chat, but
yeah,
it's more about the facial expressions. People like the
So
quiet.
one of the biggest takeaways from the company call earlier this morning, I've got to say, really is that Magic is expanding a lot. Number one, into their ties with other brands. If you're unaware, Hasbro and Mattel actually have a contract currently for Transformers to go over to Mattel, and some cross branding with, I think, Barbie and some other board games as well. So I would expect that we see a lot of specialty secret layers in the next couple of months, the next year or so, that have a lot to do with outside brands.
Their stock spiked today because of these announcements.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
that was a
with
conversation. Russ and I behind the scenes, DJ Longhair, we were discussing some of the price moves, and it was almost 15% today alone. Hasbro spiked up, and that's a huge increase for their cap with the huge reception that the D&D movie has had. It totally incomparable to the previous iterations of D&D into live action films. I've heard a lot of people say, yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I actually want to check it out. What up, Robert Stable? So I think that
Robert Stable, Marty, what's up, man?
And I think they said there was a 14% increase in their online sales through Magic the Gathering Arena. So they're starting to see a little bit of payoff with their investments in that area. So they'll probably continue their investments there as well.
I have strong opinions.
Ooh. Well, tell me.
Hey,
okay. Look, man. So they experienced a 15% bump. Congratulations. You quadrupled the amount of products and releases that you made. Even if it is digital, it's still, look, how many releases do you have? So you got 15%. Congratulations. You're making 400% the content. So talk about diminishing returns.
Yeah. What do you, anything you got to say, Prime? Because I'm going to be pulling up articles and fun stuff.
I like cheeseburgers.
Hey, that's fair. Yeah, honestly, it's just boring rhetoric, but it's it was interesting. I only got to like the first question of the one of the guys was asking about Magic products, and it was just kind of, I don't know. They're acknowledging there's issues, but it's weird, you know. They got their corporate speak, all the hype. Oh yeah, we did lose a few $1 million, but we got this one. It's really good.
I just found out about it an hour ago, and I was like, "Pinkerton talk, let's go." And then they're like,
"Oh yeah."
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I know.
Now
to me too. Pat's all. I'm listening to the call. I'm like, "Oh shit, what? Oh fuck!" And I just scramble. You know, he said it to me this morning. To his credit, I just wasn't up.
No worries. Yeah, I was going through it with Bob and Matt. We have a separate channel, just us shooting the shit behind the scenes, and as we were going through it, I think both of them, honestly, and I'm pretty sure Rob's a stockholder in it, but either way, it's it's surprising to me how little coverage there is of this as of now. And
Yeah.
honestly, it was a very positive call. And that is something that
That's
Wizards
probably
really
why.
that's the weirdest thing. Is like they're
Positive.
so
Ah!
right. Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast is so forward with how negative of a company they are. And when they have a huge positive story for an hour almost, why do you not cover it? Like, what are they doing?
Mhm. Well, again, I haven't really had a
What
proper
are
chance
they
to
doing?
digest it.
What are
It's
they
like, whoa.
doing?
All right. So you haven't watched anything on it yet. Ed.
Whoa, well, I could barely hear you, bro. You turned into a static ball. What'd you say?
Oh, it's because I'm doing stuff and things. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now, or is it still weird?
Still static, man.
It's like it's in a wall.
How about now?
I could hear you, but you're like coming from the other dimension.
Are you using a telegraph? Is this like
Yeah.
It's a cup and a string, guys. It's a cup and a string.
yeah?
It is. It is. It's because I have my video editor program open. So shit.
He licks his finger and just sticks it in the wall socket really fast.
Yeah. Hold on, dude.
Oh wow.
DJ's doing stuff and things.
So Hasbro
Yeah, I'm
is
trying
doing
to.
a
Now I have to get out
collaboration with
of it
Mini
and
Sports
restart the
Cards.
clipping again. Okay. How's that?
No,
How was
that's
that?
absolutely terrible. No, that's
Awesome.
not cool.
So they
Yeah.
have like pictures of like the boardwalk in New Jersey on the boardwalk card. Like,
Yeah.
how does a Monopoly set work?
Hey.
Oh, there it is.
All right, I'll be back.
There you are.
Well, so the New Jersey
Oh.
boardwalk card, there's just going to be like a homeless dude with a needle sticking out of his chest. And it's going to be like, you see the picture of like a salty ocean full of garbage. And it's like,
I know you've been
swamp.
to AC a lot. If you say this.
Yeah, it's just,
A block off the freaking boardwalk is pretty goddamn rough, man.
yo, like,
Some parts
Hey.
of the boardwalk, shit.
have you ever been robbed by an Italian man?
Dude, I was there once and I literally caught an
about now?
accidental DMX concert on the beach.
Oh, that
That
would have
was
been
awesome.
sick, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so way whiter story. I had the same thing happen, but with bare naked ladies. Yeah. So I was just working one day and I was like, man, why does it sound like the bare naked ladies are playing upstairs? They were. It's
Check.
That's hilarious.
funny.
My story's way wider.
A way wider story than that.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god, that was amazing. All right, so I guess let's go ahead and talk about Pinkertons for a little bit because that was a very fun story. As you guys
Marty
know, old
says
school.
he too is a security guard now. So it's
Oh,
a
there you
great
go. He's in
transition
training.
over to the Pinkerton story.
Nice.
Well, so that's one of the interesting things is it seems as though this person lives in America, like old school MTG, right?
Yeah. That's who got it. Yeah.
I think
I
that's
keep a
why,
shotgun. I specifically keep a shotgun loaded in my house is for situations of people coming up to my door. Like, I don't know how this guy, Prime's doing the, for real. You live in a gun-toting state. Like, that's the thing is like, I don't understand this guy's reaction of course, I'll give you these things from inside my domicile. My first thought was, I will cut you in half with buckshot, boy. Get off my fucking land.
Yeah. Get off my lawn. If you could get past my sentry droids. I want those guys from Congo. You
take a left at kill alley.
Amy have minigun. Yeah. Do you remember Amy from was it Congo? Yeah, dude. Those sentry guns that they had in their encampment. Yeah, that's
Amy.
that's
That
going to
was
be my get off my
terrifying.
lawn statement.
Amy, still signing and shit. Amy's
Yeah.
scared.
Amy's all don't set off my toys. Don't. Oh man.
Oh
That's
man,
gross.
that was a good movie.
That was
That's
a
some
good
90s
yeah.
stuff right
An
there.
even better book.
Oh yeah, and they actually tried with the graphics back then. Those weird silverback things. We do have a choral request, so we'll get that going, and we'll talk about this Pinkerton thing.
Call! 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 Call!
All right, so you guys are all familiar with the story. We were like covering it last week, like live when he put up his second video. So if you missed that, make sure you guys go into the. I should have in the playlist, but if not, in the Long Ass Magic the Gathering playlist. But it should be in MTG Roundtable, so you can look in there. For last week's episode, we were covering it live when he put up all the stuffs. What is that?
Oh, that's some Byler shit.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I thought you were signaling something. I was like, what?
Settle down.
He's
over
throwing up gang signs.
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
I am.
We got Pat mowing people for
$100 bill,
offering
y'all.
offering freaking Girl Scout cookies. He just mows them down. He's like, hey, get off my lawn, bam.
Fuck off my lawn. I'll give you some tag-alongs, bitch.
So
They're like,
if
come in
any-
peace. Well, you go in pieces.
all,
God,
the
that was
people, all the wonderful people.
You can
out
check
there.
out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
That's
Right.
right.
God.
Yeah, because part of you's embedded in my porch.
I was just singing an Eagles song. Damn, son.
I was like, damn, yeah. Anyways, I will make sure to
So,
call and
honestly,
send hand
I
signals
couldn't-
and smoke signals before I approach your porch.
I
got it.
honestly couldn't imagine the absolute surprise of a pounding at the door with someone trying to come in.
Yeah.
And one of the issues with a private detective, and I deal with them from time to time in my line of work, is that they feel an absolute unearned sense of authority. And they definitely, Prime and I both know, when you see a guy that has a gun, just, hanging around doing his thing, it's a little bit intimidating until you think, well, I got a bigger one. Or, yeah, right. It's just, that's exactly why they sent the force that they did. Wizards was sending a clear message, and I think Pleasant Kenobi covered it very well. Is that this was a message not just to old school MTG, but any leakers, anybody who takes cards out of their facilities, anytime that there is a leak of cards well ahead of the set release, this is a very clear message of, we are a force to be dealt with. Do not trifle with us.
Yeah, exactly.
They are saying that they are very serious about what's happening. And
I
I
mean-
do not think this is a good look. This is a terrible look for their company.
Yeah.
This was coming a long time coming. Look at these guys like Escuras unboxes and Oz MTG.
Yeah.
They've been opening stuff 3 weeks beforehand for the past like 8 sets. Like this
Right.
is just
I
build
think
up.
I think it was just an unfortunate series of events that it just happened to be him.
And he pushed it one step further as well by
Yep.
accident because he got given it, and any one of us here would have done the same.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I'm gonna post a link to Dies to Removal. This is the professor
it.
from Tulare Community College and Pleasant Kenobi. If you guys haven't checked it out, this is a phenomenal stream, and they talk really well. There's a lot of great propositions of ways that Magic the Gathering could have covered this better.
Can I
instead
give
of
you-
sending out a goon squad?
Can I just give you my one gripe with the professor? Okay,
His face or his voice.
Okay, my third gripe with the professor.
His
Okay, so he does the booster box game, right? You see him adding up those prices, and he's like, "I'm gonna go sell them." Blah blah blah. Okay, you saw my video today. Like, there's no card over $20. Like, go back to his March of the Machine box opening. It's like, this box is not worth that much that you're claiming. There's no way you could have bought more. It's kind of just like,
yeah.
it's frustrating, you know. And every time you see this, it's almost like I feel like he panders a little bit. You know what I mean? That's all.
Mhm.
That's all.
All
That's my gripe
prices
with the
were
professor.
all prices were tabulated previous to release.
No, it's like all prices are tabulated with full retail in mind, and that's just not the fact of the matter for any of this.
Right. Exactly. Because you're only going to get at most. Some places are reasonable. They'll offer 65%.
Look, if you have the same
store
price
credit.
as the highest guys, you're never going to sell it. So you got to take the price down to 80%, and then you got fees, and then you got shipping, and by the time you're done, you got 60% of retail. You know what I mean? Or you could just go to Card Kingdom for 70%. Period.
There you go, Card Kingdom. There you go. That's the other one. 70%. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I can't even trade Mom to the LGS yet because it hasn't been out for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Officially. And it's like, okay, after 2 weeks, the price is gonna fucking
it's already
drop.
in the floor, man. It's absurd.
Already,
That's terrible. So I got my pre-release kit from my
Card
store
Kingdom. That's what
Friday
most of
night,
this is.
Right? When I was able to get my pre-release kit, I opened it up. I did the stream with Bob and all the boys there. It's super fun time. I wish that we could do that more often, Prime. And I turned around and sold all those cards the next morning.
If you get lucky, you can maybe get your money back.
Well, that was exactly it. I actually turned a profit. I had a pre-release Elish Norn, and I was able to get rid of it the Saturday after pre-release.
Yeah, and your timing was
that it's worth
appropriate too. The timing, like selling it that first weekend, like it's there's no
that was the whole point. Yeah,
aside from
the hustle,
Ragavan and the cereals, there's no card over $20 in this set right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So here's, dude. Congrats to old school MTG, whether calculated or not. I mean, he went from 1,000 when he started,
subs, or like 1,500 more like.
Yeah, he's over
1,500.
Oh,
okay.
now.
Yeah, he's like
so he's 1,500 now. He's over 5, like almost 5.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Craziness. So
he got,
and look at all this coverage he's getting.
But
and
also
it's not even coverage.
Think about it, DJ. He got like 250,000 views. That's like, maybe $1,000, maybe 1,200 from all of his videos.
But if you take it down, do you still get that?
Yeah, just because you took it down doesn't mean it didn't show commercials for a long time.
Yeah, also, he still has a sub base. I mean, it's going to be a mass exodus to get rid of thousands of fucking subscribers at that point.
Yeah.
No, it's not so much of an exodus of subs as much as the channel may stall, because if subs stop watching, your channel is dead.
Right. Yeah. That's.
Like I said, right now, I would be happy to shed 1,000 subs if I could.
Right.
That are like inactive subs. I mean,
the ones that aren't watching.
Yeah, I love the ones that watch all the time.
Right, but like that doesn't help per se.
No, it helps. No,
we appreciate it.
I appreciate the shit out of that. That shit helps. So just the subs who don't watch are a freaking ball and chain dragging you down.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. I'm sorry if I worded it poorly.
Yeah. So
that's an interesting take.
So I like this. Finding himself in a miraculous spot of good fortune, old school MTG found himself opening the card. First piece of official or unofficial content for the set to exist on the internet. Then WOTC sent Pinkerton to his house. But
I don't know. It seems official as shit.
Yeah, way official. Well, some of them were spoiled, and we had proof of art on other ones. So it's like, it's unofficial.
God.
But
is Prime like making tapestry on a loom? What the fuck is happening in the background here?
I'm sorry.
What?
I didn't know you could hear that. I'm going through.
He's whittling.
Because I can loom if I want to.
I'm going through top loaders. I'm sorry.
The fuck is happening?
I know. It's like
he's making a beaded quilt, like he's ready to go in a battle or something. Like the fucking guy. Also, if you like that eloquence, check out Pure MTG's on Wednesday. We're doing a live stream of Dungeons and Dragons where you can check out Pat getting honestly way too drunk and being terrible to non-player characters. Recently tortured a goblin. I had to they made me roll back cutting off a non-player character's ears because it wasn't worth the copper points. And honestly, a copper per ear, like
for DJ.
For
What?
honestly,
What?
For you. That's what I'm mailing
Oh,
off to
shit.
tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
oh, dude,
Okay.
Nice.
yeah, I'm making my box just way bigger. I've got like a fucking stack back here. I've been putting. No, it's not that. It's just that's why I haven't said DJ in forever. I'm not sending him a little shit. I'm going to make sure he has to go through it in like a 4-hour video. Like, what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck? Like, I'm gonna make
Girl,
it the
I'm
most
gonna-
hour gift
I'm
ever.
going to see you the
It's like,
biggest box. Yeah,
well,
it'll be
it's
have to
just
be
gonna
airdrop.
annoying as shit. It's not like when Dave sends you something and it's like, hey man, here's a couple of packs. Check out all this value. It's gonna be like, no. There's a couple of mythics mixed in with all those lands. Yeah. It's like, I hope you enjoy the shit. Like randomly, they're gonna be signed art cards with all the rest ones, just because. Fuck you. Because no good. Like you're gonna
The
have
worst-
the funnest time doing a live stream. Like
The
you're just gonna be
worst.
going through card by card and be like, oh man, check this
Envelope.
out.
Yo, you don't know the worst till you buy old collections with like Mirage and Tempest and Stronghold in it, where the set symbol isn't colored in depending on rarity.
And you're like, ah!
And it's already
Well,
been like picked through, so it's mostly garbage, but you don't know what's commons or uncommons or like
Well,
garbage
and
rares
yeah, that would be
or
me.
like
And
low
there's-
end reserve list. It's messed up, man.
Similar thing, DJ.
He almost
and
tripled.
I-
Look at that. His channel have doubled in viewership, but he almost tripled now. Because like
Mm-hmm.
he's in the 5,000s. I mean,
So-
good ups, big ups to old school. I mean, like I said, anyone here would be like, well, shit. I probably would have done it live, but yeah, like crack those bad
Oh,
boys
so that's
open.
one of the things is I personally would have recorded the whole Pinkerton experience. That's like one of the first things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or have your
I
wife
mean-
record it.
Well, oh, dude, that good call. Like a shotgun takes 2 hands. You're right, Ed. Like you have her record me. Yes.
That's right.
I mean, he did post a video today stating that like
Mhm.
a lot of these types of articles have no idea what they're talking about, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah, he made a post today saying even the official, well, he hinted at the official
Yeah.
claim of WOTC that they tried to contact him is bullshit.
Yeah. Well, they hit up his neighbors the day before.
No, because they say that they
Yeah.
tried after multiple attempts of trying to contact him. Yeah, multiple attempts can mean a million things. Slippery wording.
Yeah, that could
Send
mean
an
they
email.
showed up.
It could mean they shouted out the window, "Hey, old
Hey,
school MTG,
Hey, you
are
knocked
there?"
it off. You knocked
Yeah.
that off.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, so he had to take him down. This is just an article outside of WOTC or outside of anyone here. So video games by DH. Is Sports Illustrated was in. It was weird. But anyway, that's how I found this. But security confirmed gave him a number to talk directly to Wizards over the issue. He claims we're very apologetic and just wanted to plug the hole. Okay.
I like that mop over there. You see that?
Yeah, right there. Plug the hole. Wow. Timing, baby.
Very
Woo.
suggestive ads.
Yes.
gotta
Libman.
go.
There you go. I gotta go. We're all like, what? Anyways. Investigators said the YouTuber were part of its investigation. All right, and it's confirmed by WOTC. But the outside, there's a lot of articles, and I mean big ups because not only did he get the recognition from, he probably got like 2K subscribers from showing off the stuff way early, and then on top of that, all this coverage, man. He's definitely got a nice little advertisement revenue coming right to him. Hopefully, you can keep that everyone up and going.
I don't know
That's crazy,
though,
man.
Benson. Like I've got to say, how was he in the wrong? What did he do that wasn't right? If much like Twiddler, I've got to say, I think any other content creator, if I got that in my hands, if I went down to my LGS and I said, give me a pack of Ixalan, and they give me the new Rivals of Ixalan or Caves of Ixalan, whatever it is, I'm going to run right back. I'm going to record that. Of course I am.
15
Man.
minutes after you opened it, that shit would be up.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
100%. Like, I can't imagine not doing it.
Anybody.
And
Yeah,
see-
And okay.
okay.
So
the
what-
only caveat to that for me, Ed, honestly, is depending on how those goods, the chain of the acquisition of
Well,
those
yeah,
goods,
if it's stolen
that's
goods
very
or if it's been
important.
handed over, yeah, it's
Well,
completely
so that's the
different.
thing. Like,
about-
just
you're
so
talking
if
about
he bought it,
Sending armed security forces to a citizen's house.
Yeah.
That's my issue with this. It's not like the guy had a bomb or guns or any of that kind of shit.
It's hard
You know
for
what I'm saying?
overreach.
I was like-
well, that's the thing. Like, they sent muscle. Like, as I think Pleasant
send a
Kenobi
message,
put it, they
right?
hired heavies. Like,
Yeah, they hired
sent-
heavies to send a message, but
Yeah, they
is that too heavy for a fucking
Oh my
Magic
god,
the
for
Gathering
fucking
YouTube channel?
absolutely. Well, and that's the thing is like the negative press over this versus he put what 3 collector's boxes up. What was he going to open in the next 9?
But
The same thing that he opened in the first 3.
It's like, so if you want to say he's wrong, you got to say that these other effing guys are wrong too. Oh, Oz MTG and Ascaris unboxes. I've seen both of them open up product before.
okay,
the freaking,
100%. So Ed, on that note, the number one video on Pat the Pauper channel, 16,000 views. I covered Gavin Veerhays opening a Double Masters 22 before anybody else, like 2 or 3 weeks before it. That's the shit. Like, people want to see this stuff super early.
Yeah,
And I think anybody would have done exactly this. Like,
100%.
honestly, Russ, if
yeah.
you got a box, like randomly you go to your post office, you open your PO box, and hey, look at this. It's the new Flesh of Blood that's not out yet. This doesn't come out for another 45 days.
The only thing he did wrong, he only released 1 a day video.
Yo, right? Yo, live stream that
Should have been
shit.
back
Yeah.
to back.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Dude, it's like the first time I remember my first girlfriend. It was not 1 a day. Much like getting a whole bunch of stuff that you shouldn't have in your hands, you don't do 1 box a day.
And especially,
you know?
look, he was doing the whole lazy edit where it's just him opening it, no intro,
Ed
nothing.
and Pat.
Just the opening done.
Read this thing here. This is funny because usually in subtitles, I've seen like cursing in
I
the,
got you.
but the
Fan unwittingly scores new Magic, the Gathering cards, early before Wizards of the Coast gets 19th century on his ass. The Pinkertons took everything.
This is PC Gamer. Like, what ass? Like, really? Okay.
Oh, it's spread
yeah.
into mainstream media at this point, which is whack.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like, if I was old and I skimmed past this, I would be like, wait, ass. What?
Dude,
Is that,
I
like...
love Twiddler's comment at 832. Old school MTG is today's Tupac. Dude, who's been drinking more?
No, it's not Tupac. It's Tupac. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I would say old school MTG is between Tupac and Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, he's somewhere in the middle there.
I think honestly at this point it's being played up the like whole righteous anger thing. But no, don't get me wrong. That's like,
excuse me,
take advantage
original
of the
story.
situation,
No,
hold on, Ed. Are you saying social justice warriors and woke like honesty isn't like the new thing nowadays? Come on.
Excuse me.
Not selling stories. Like,
Can we sue? Because we covered this first here on this channel. And other channels. So Polygon was not the first one to report on
I
it.
don't want no fucking Pinkerton show to my house. Goddamn, I'll be in prison.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
Yo,
no,
that's the
you
thing,
can't
though.
take my midget goat porn stash.
Yo,
no.
What is the dog barking at, right? Like, armed security guards fucking shoot her because she's
that's the thing
crazy.
though, is like between the pair of us, like this shit would have been a different story.
Why didn't he call the cops? That's what I want to know. That's a pretty easy solution to the thing, I would assume.
Bro, I had to ask my dad if the Pinkertons were real.
Yeah. You're like calling him at 2 a.m. Dad, This Pinkerton's real. You're like, what, dude? It's 2 in the morning.
Wait,
I thought it was
hold on,
emergency.
Prime. Do you not know that the Freemasons are still a thing?
Well, I thought that was a conspiracy theory.
No, wait,
Oh,
no,
God.
like, dude, type
Illuminati.
into Google.
Masons
Type into
exist.
Google
It's
Vermont
like-
Freemasons plate. We have
Bro.
license plates for Freemasons.
Yeah,
Like not dicking around. Like that's a whole thing. Yeah, like
I
this
live in the
Pinkertons
middle
are
of the
for real.
woods.
Like the worst part about a cliche
like-
is too often they're based on real stories. Like this shit's for reals. Like you can hire goons. That's what Blackwater did for the government. That's what the Pinkertons.
I mean, there
did for
are
WOTC.
real private security firms. So yes,
Yo, for real as shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
yeah. Pretty soon you'll be going to WOTC and there'll be armed guards up front. So you have to sneak in like Hitman.
Twiddler, I can guarantee you there's a way cheaper way to get subs.
No shit. Show your
Yo,
feet.
for real. Yo, I was just gonna say, like dick pics, talking about your balls, foot stuff. Like there's all sorts
God.
of other stuff. Like, you know how
Wow.
fast I can get, yeah. I can get unpure MTG up to 20K now.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna like sit here and talk shit like I'd fucking
Yeah,
oh big
No,
bad,
it's-
nobody get off my lawn, I want to shoot you. It's not how that
It's
would
very
necessarily go down, but like where I'm from, and you're armed on somebody's property, you best fucking announce what's happening before you
Oh,
step
yo,
foot on the
right.
property.
Yeah.
So somebody said he stuck the foot in the door to block it from being closed.
Really?
That's what happened there.
Also,
no,
at
that's
that point,
illegal
at
entry.
that point, that's illegal.
Yeah, that's illegal entry.
slash
Yeah.
Yeah,
intimidation
I know.
by a law enforcer
Yeah.
or a law.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
they have that
that's what I'm
vampire
saying.
clause. You know, you have to invite him in. You know,
Yo,
I mean,
bro,
if
you
you didn't
laugh,
invite him
though.
in, aren't they supposed to like, you know, like I don't know, go
I'm
or
just
something? I don't
saying
know.
it was pretty easy solution is to like close the door and call the cops. I mean, even if they put their foot in the door, just hold it there and call the cops then. Like, I mean, then you have witnesses at least.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It Wizards could have just as led the polite contact and promise of compensation, save the hard hitting private dicks for that's what they're called.
Why
or
not
if
just
they
send like
didn't-
a regular
Oh, I
dude?
love
Send
saying
like
it. Yeah.
send like Jimmy from fucking
It went 0 to
accounting.
60 like that. It's like, why couldn't they just
Yeah,
like, hey,
I'm saying.
take that stuff down, send it back to us.
you know, you open the door and it's Tobias Reaper like staring at you. You'd be like, shit.
You know why? You know why they did this? Because they could do what they're doing now. Oh, we didn't intend, or we didn't tell them to intimidate, or we didn't. They can blame it on them.
You fucking hired them,
Yeah, I know, but that's why they
right?
hired.
But that's the
them, to take
bottom line.
freaking
That
blame.
should be the bottom line. It
Jeez.
doesn't fucking matter what happened.
Huh.
They
No,
hired them.
totally.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Not
tinfoil
argue
hat.
that. I'm
Damn
just saying.
I'm just yelling. I'm not yelling at you. I'm sorry.
Damn, Vo. Get
Who
it.
is that? That Pat? Pat, you
Yeah,
okay?
that's
It's fine.
I have no idea what's happening.
Mute
What?
your
What?
microphone. Can't hear me yelling over you hacking.
Yeah. Now it's
Loud
just
noises.
interesting to me. I mean, wow.
Oh, Jesus, are you okay?
Yeah, but I just amazed. Like he got so much advertising to his channel.
What?
Allegedly, what are you talking about? Allegedly, they did.
Everything's alleged till it's proven, bro.
Yo,
Oh,
for
God.
real. Like nobody knows this actually happened, right?
Why don't we watch his video from a few hours ago?
That's the latest one
Okay.
that has the most
I
details.
mean, literally, like, fucking,
right.
that's
DJ
I'll have to do the
News
pause
Hour.
thing so we get around the copyright BS.
what copyright BS?
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
understand
where
what you're
is
talking
he?
about.
it's fair use if you're commenting about it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, but I'll pause so that we can actually hear each other. But let's see, old school.
You just turn or put on captions and turn the audio down. I listen to captions anyways because I have a hearing.
Yeah,
disorder.
but sometimes captions say some crazy.
I said 2 days
shit,
ago.
I know. Sometimes
Yo,
I
for
love
real.
captions.
Just like it says all the wrong stuff.
Go to
I
video.
especially love it in like English dubs of anime.
You go by lots of titles.
Dude,
No, I don't.
DJ,
Dad,
spend the $12 a month
hairstylist.
and just get YouTube Premium.
I don't.
When I get a better
I don't
job.
have it.
When I get-
what they're doing today, I just wanted to release a quick video saying that there's a lot
Go
of
full screen.
misinformation
Full
around
screen.
this story out there right
Dude.
now.
False
Stop backseat
information.
streaming.
Basically, if you haven't seen or heard details from my
Hey.
No.
videos,
This video,
Directly,
all he says,
don't
I'm telling you, I
take it
watched
as
this
fact.
before. All he
Remember,
says
media
is like,
outlets
don't
try
trust
to-
any
try to
information that's not coming out of
over-exaggerate
him.
or
That's
push
all this
things or
one is.
try to-
You
Right,
got to go
yeah,
to like
yeah,
the
yeah.
previous
The
ones to
story
talk about like what actually happened.
Oh, okay. That's yeah.
to their advantage to try and create
Mindfuls.
stuff that's going to get attention. Some things
So
have
he's
been-
just trying to create a video.
Not
to get
attention.
Portion, you know, I mean, they're going to use
This
this
is what I'm
What?
saying about,
kinds of drama and stuff like that.
pumping it up a little bit. That's okay.
I've released some details about the.
So do you
the
think he
event
put out
happened
that video,
on my
dude, just to get like a couple thousand views?
I kind of want
This is very much a nothing video. It's okay.
Well,
We'll do it from time to time.
to Pinkertons. Give me that apocalypse box.
That's right.
Sure.
Hey, go hire him.
Thank you. Fucking seems
I
easy,
thought I
right?
was muted again. Yeah.
videos in particular.
No questions asked?
I haven't given any details really to anybody else aside from that.
Yeah,
so
no, I
if you
gotta say,
see-
like,
So some stuff's made
for
up. Yeah.
me,
yeah.
don't believe everything you read or see or
Yeah.
hear in another video. If it doesn't come from me, then
you go.
don't believe it as fact.
But
I haven't
also,
changed my
why
story.
would I
You can
believe
watch
him?
my videos and
Huh?
get all the details that I have actually
Because
spoken about.
Hasbro gave you
If
official
you see it
version.
from some
I
other
mean,
source,
come on. Of course,
take it with a grain
Hasbro
of salt.
told you exactly what
including
happened.
There is misinformation.
No, I
in
just mean like,
official-
why would I believe this guy?
I
Why,
know.
why is his
Why
story?
believe Hasbro? Why believe him? It's usually a
Yeah,
gray
no,
area in
like,
between.
That's exactly like I have as little proof of his story being real as I do of Hasbro's
from
being
other
real.
people.
Especially
outside of-
nowadays. If you
Like,
didn't
like,
videotape
you
it, it didn't happen.
Mention something you wish for
Right, like
something different
outside of
here, then
him
it was from
having
someone
those
else's
packs and opening that stuff, like that occurred.
That shit was real.
Well,
Yeah.
like so and like Ed, honestly, we have to temper that with really good fakes.
I got no
What?
faith.
No, so that's the thing. Like, I am 98% sure that those were real aftermath. packs he
You
was
really
opening.
think no?
But-
there's no way.
but
It's
so,
fake. They
Ed,
opened too
Ed,
correctly
look,
and
like,
everything.
that's the thing. Is like 98% sure. 98% sure. Like, yeah, I'm
I
pretty
know, I
confident,
know.
but it won't be long. And we've seen a lot of really good fake Magic cards that were like false
Yeah.
previews and stuff over the years.
Oh yeah.
I think all of us, Russ, we've been fooled before.
Yeah, but
like-
more
Yeah.
often than not, it isn't. It's freaking real. That's the crazy.
What-
thing. You
More
remember when the
often than
entire
not.
sheet of Ixalan was leaked, like a foil mythic sheet, like months before it came out? It was ridiculous. People were like, "Dinosaurs? What?"
And like the Wild Wild West supposed set that we saw ages ago, that kind of shit. It's not ridiculous to think that stuff like that happens, but we don't actually know anything outside of what we've seen. I mean, the videos
completely
alone are
agree.
the only thing. Like, I got to take all of it with a sense of disbelief, both sides of the story. And I think you guys are right. Definitely, there's a middle ground where truth lies, but I think there's a huge truth and lie on both ends of that
Well,
statement.
yeah. Some
Well,
people were covered
huge
in hot,
omission.
full of adrenaline. The other people were full of fight or
Or-
flight. You know,
yeah.
everybody's like hallucinating on adrenaline, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I honestly,
It's
I'm with
exciting.
Ed. I'm with
Absolutely,
Ed though.
yeah.
Like, if I got these boxes, like if I ordered, like I don't have distributors or whatever. I get it through private people, or stores, right? So if a store sent me Aftermath, and it clearly said, you know, maybe they're not familiar with Magic, but they were kind enough to order it for me, kind of thing. Not saying this is his ordeal, but if I went to my store, I said I wanted March of the Machine Collector's booster box case. They order it for me. Cool. Hey, I got it for a little cheaper. Oh, cool. All right. Then I get it, and then it says Aftermath. I'm gonna cover it. I don't know. yeah, deal with this
Yes.
repercussion, but get like freaking 6,000
Well,
subs.
I mean, it's
Shit.
similar enough. Similar enough. Imagine you buy something off of Amazon. They're
Yeah.
huge, multi-billion-dollar distribution network. You order a couple of Magic the Gathering boxes off of Amazon. Great deal. You bought some bundles or something. And instead they ship you a product that is unreleased.
Right.
The fuck would I
have-
do? I'd open that shit the second. Boys, I'm doing
Yeah.
an 8-hour live stream. I'm sick
saying.
tomorrow, Mr. Boss Man. I'm going to
Yeah.
hit 100K tonight.
I'd have 3
That's right.
videos a day scheduled at 8:30, 1, and
Yeah.
5 for the next
Yeah.
4 days. Real
Right.
quick, bro.
Yeah. I think that
Yeah,
this
get in
is
quick before they Pinkertons come. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Make hay while the sun is shining.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think realistically, the biggest qualm I have with this whole story is the reaction from the company that had their own issues with distribution. How did these packs, how did these sealed boxes get out? That's the issue.
The video that I have to this effect with this subject is basically that all of this is a symptom of a larger problem, and that is their hyper release schedule.
Yeah.
This is a result,
If you-
direct result.
his story is plausible though. Like again, if you went to a
Completely.
store that primarily dealt with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and other stuff, right? I mean, you see, you're going back there to grab the box. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Oh, this has machines, March machines. Okay, whatever. They see the brown box, they grab it, they hand it to you. It's done. It's like it's off the books. We sold it. Right?
It's not
I
like
mean,
everybody's an expert. It's just freaking billion shipping,
Yeah.
you don't know.
So it could happen. It's very plausible. So I mean, I kind of believe it. At the same time, devil's advocate for the other side, it is pretty extreme to send them Pinkertons, but they can. He responded in kind. He didn't want any trouble. I mean, I don't know. You have these armed people at your door. It's kind of freaky a little bit, I don't know. It just sucks that that it's being blown up on his behalf, because it's just like, bro, I already handled this. They should be sending me $4,000 or sending me what I ordered, which was March of the Machines regular, not Aftermath. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean,
but the problem
Yeah,
with it,
nobody
though,
needs
is
a case
he didn't
of
order it.
Aftermath.
He bought it secondhand from a guy.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting shady.
So there's no receipt
Just
of
wait till we
ownership.
get the real story, man. That's all.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like I was on my honeymoon, and this guy that I buy Magic product from, but sometimes doesn't know about it. Yeah, there's a lot that doesn't add up from square one.
Yeah, but dude, I tell you, from looking at that packaging and the way he opened it, it would be very difficult
okay, so
without a
that's
major investment and without people who know what they're doing. And seriously, the way that the packs rip, it takes a long time.
Okay. So let's play a fun game. How far can we believe? Okay, let's start off square one. We've each got our token. We're given a couple of points. We got a handful of belief cards. I believe you, Ed. I'll move to the next square. Those were real packs. That actually happened. He got shit that should not have been made yet, shipped yet, given to him.
Yet. It's all made
Cool.
way in advance.
Yeah. Okay. So real product got in his hands. He really opened that stuff. Why do I think the Pinkertons actually showed up at his house? Can you sway me? Sell me that, Ed. No, I'm just. This is literally just for funds back and forth. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'll stick with Prime because he can take it. He's got big shoulders. Sell me on why I should believe that the Pinkertons actually
Roth,
showed up.
welcome.
Do you want to
There's-
see my rendition
there's-
of this whole
I
thing?
forgot who was talking about it. There's some connection between the Pinkertons and the head of security or loss
Anybody can
prevention at
hire them.
Wizards.
You can hire Blackwater if you want. You just need to have enough money.
Yeah, I know. Call it like it is. They're mercenaries. You know what I mean?
Why is that a bad term? I get paid to do jobs
That's
for
just
money.
what it is.
I just do it 9
call
to
it
5
like
a
it
week.
is. That's
Who
the
said it was a
thing.
bad term?
It's just what it
Mercenaries are
is.
supposed to be badass. When I think of mercenary, I'm like, oh man, who's a cool mercenary?
Just a couple of
if
neighborhood
you've ever
artists.
played, a role-playing game. I'm paying you to go in there and clear out that dungeon full of goblins. You're a fucking mercenary. That's
Well,
your
then
job.
I'm gonna pick Leon Shit Kennedy from Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries. How about
But why should I, as someone who's just taking in this story, believe that the Pinkertons actually went there? I don't have any photographic evidence of that. I don't have
Because
any videos.
If they said Blackwater, you'd be like, well, they said Blackwater, but the name is Pinkerton. Like,
okay,
come on.
so, right? Pinkerton's not associated with killing motherfuckers. Blackwater is.
No, they are. They had a massacre way back when.
They're all
it was in the 1920s.
Yeah, they come from Chicago, actually. It's just in the name. That's all.
Yeah.
Kill people.
Yeah. They're like, oh, cool. It's not even wet work.
No.
We just gotta.
Well, that's exactly. Yeah, we just gotta thug up. Yeah, like we just gotta be, tough guys. Yeah,
we'll scare their neighbors
boys,
a little bit.
Yeah. Like we need some buff white dudes with like blazers.
We have an
and a strap.
appointment.
Like, so
Wizards
Ed,
was like,
I'm from Willimantic, right?
Of your buffest
like
nerds.
it just. Well, that's exactly it. Like, hey, I need some muscle. Like, I need some guys to toss some people in the street.
We're here for your
like,
man.
Two guys show up, they're like, no,
over,
and then they give them
nerd.
glasses.
Well, right. Like you go down to the local gym, you find the swollest, poor-looking dudes you can, and you offer them $100 worth of creatine
like
shakes
Dave
to go
Bautista
rough
with
some
a-
dudes up. Yeah.
Throw a couple of suits in their faces.
And the only reason they don't have shirts on is because they can't afford it. Yes. They're like, sorry, it's like the middle of the month and my SNAP benefits haven't come through.
Fucking that, dude. Fucking ridiculous.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
god,
does that
that's
cut too
amazing.
deep? It's-
No, they should
Yo, for
they
real.
should have sent the dude who leaked it and be like, "Yo, bro, please give me the product back so I can keep my job." Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
help a brother.
Well, so this is okay. Honestly, though, and I just
go ahead, play it. Go ahead.
Someone's knocking at the door. Better go find out who it is, huh? Yeah, that's kind of weird. I'm expecting
is Domino's.
Who's at the door, man? Yeah, what the shit? What the hell do you guys want? Decepticons here to take your magic product.
I was bored, and that's how I feel about the whole thing.
Yeah.
So Prime's on that medical train, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sticking with you, boy. Yo, same. Honestly, this whole thing I think is getting. I liked it. It was cute.
It's cute. There you go.
I'm a terrible person, DJ. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
yeah, I know. I know, but the world doesn't yet. We should keep it that way.
Because I'm not a voice actor, Benson.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with letting people know I'm a terrible person inside.
Yeah.
He went so far as to say inside. So it's like all types of terrible.
Oh, I can fit in with the general public. I'm nice enough to hold doors and shit.
And strategic reinvestment.
He's like, I know how to
drive innovation.
No, it's that fine line of like, I'm gonna probably eat a person, but I'm gonna cook enough for two. So if you want to come over, like,
I
I'm not
could
gonna
fit
be a
in
bad host.
with those other
like,
aliens. I mean, people.
Right-sizing our
hey man, like,
investment
I have enough
and
human
driving
meat for
fundamental
two.
improvements
Hey, are
in
you
our
hungry,
organization
Prime? Like, I got
to
a burger
deliver
for you.
long-term success.
I like cheeseburgers.
With our strategy top of mind, let's review our Q1 results.
Okay.
As anticipated,
I'm waiting for. There's this one line in here I'm looking for.
I love how DJ didn't even like
Thanks, Debbie.
pretend
And good
to
morning.
like segue over.
6
He's
months
just like,
ago, we
is
unveiled our
this loud
strategy
enough to
for
drown
Hasbro,
Pat out?
highlighting 3 priorities, focusing on fewer, bigger brands and initiatives.
Okay, I'm looking for a particular thing. That's why I wasn't saying nothing.
Our most recent 10
If you're looking for where he
in
says
today's
my
press
dick,
release
it's about
and
an
our
hour
other
in.
public disclosure.
Not-
Oh yeah, way
Today's
past.
guidance assumes we retain the non-core entertainment, film, and TV business, notwithstanding the current marketing process.
So
While
here we
there
are
is
with
no
the
guarantee of such an
quarter
outcome, if this process
23,
results in a sale,
first
we will
quarter.
update our guidance.
I'm waiting for
We
this one
undertake
response.
no obligation to update any
Okay.
forward-looking statements made
Listen to how
today
robotic
to
they
reflect
sound.
events or circumstances occurring after the date of this call. I would now like to introduce Chris Cox. Chris?
Hi, I'm
Thanks, Debbie,
ChatGPT.
and good morning.
Yeah.
6 months ago,
I'm
we
reading
unveiled
a
our
script.
strategy for Hasbro, highlighting 3 priorities.
Listen to how robotic.
Focusing on fewer,
Yeah,
bigger
it's like
brands
AI.
and initiatives, building
I
our
mean, he's
consumer
reading a
insight to
script.
grow
I don't know what to
share
tell
and
you.
drive innovation,
Yeah.
and improving operational excellence to fuel bottom-line health and strategic reinvestment. It's a plan that recenters Hasbro on what has made us great for the past 100 years and which will serve as our foundation going forward. Play. Put simply, play is what we do. And as we
Marty.
celebrate
Right
our
there.
100th
Right there. Robotic. Play is what we do. Play is
Well,
what
I
we
mean,
do.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, he's a shitty script reader. Like, he's not a public face. Like, this is definitely just like he's reading off of a laptop right now. Like,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like,
Words.
he's just
You didn't find that
doing
playful?
shit.
That was so playful. Like, oh, all we do is play. What?
Play is what we do.
Play is what we do. God, you know I'm gonna clip the hell of that and throw it in something.
Anniversary, 2023 is about refocusing our teams to drive renewed leadership in toys and games, right-sizing our entertainment investments, and driving fundamental improvements in our organization to deliver long-term success. With our strategy top of mind, let's review our Q1 results.
Go, pause.
As anticipated,
Yeah.
Q1
Yeah.
Tell me not, though. Like, okay, do any of you mess around with ChatGPT?
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't yet.
I
no.
have a little bit, Pat.
Okay.
Okay.
I use it literally daily. This shit is absolutely not human written. Like, if it is, this is a fucking intern speech. And this is just presented to you by a corporate shit.
Yeah, I thought.
Chat GPT, generate me a speech as if
Yeah.
I was the CEO of Hasbro talking about Magic the Gathering and their last quarter.
Yeah.
Dude, Ed, can you share screen?
Yeah, I thought you were like.
I'm on my phone in my garage smoking some ganj, man.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just opened ChatGPT. Since I'm an early beta user, I have a straight in.
So beta.
Give me, look, I fuck around, DJ. I don't know what to tell you.
You know, whatever. Forget about it.
Give me a script for a conference call.
Shareholder conference call.
For a
shareholder
conference call from,
because that'll make it kind of more specific.
Hasbro about MTG. I've used it enough. It knows what Magic is.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I guess so. It's smart.
Well, no,
Getting those
yeah,
things. It's artificial intelligence after all.
Oh, here we go. Oh man. Okay. Now read it robotically.
Good morning / afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for Hasbro's shareholder conference call to discuss our recent acquisition of MTG. My name is Chris Cox, and I am the CEO of Hasbro. As you all know, we recently completed. This is just wrong.
Whoa.
You got to tune what you ask it and make it more like specific. It will take you a while to get it to actually spit out something that you can use front to back, but the parts of what it pulls is surprising and weird.
David
I like it though. We basically completed the acquisition of MTG.
Yeah, you might have to say Magic.
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
very
okay.
accurate.
This is legit though. Our strategy for MTG is focused on 3 main areas. First, we will continue to invest in and grow the core of Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons brands. We believe these brands have tremendous growth potential, and we will work to expand their reach and engagement with fans around the world. Second, We will leverage MTG's expertise in digital gaming and esports to enhance our existing digital gaming offerings and expand to new areas. This includes developing mobile and PC games, exploring virtual reality and augmented reality experiences, along with creating new esports events and content. Finally, we see existing significant opportunities for synergies between Hasbro and MTG, particularly in areas such as marketing, distribution, and licensing. We believe that our leveraging, combined with our strengths, that we can create even more value for our shareholders and fans.
Wow. That's scary.
Yeah, that's exactly. And so that's the thing, is like you have to tweak it with like your presentation. That's not word for word, of course.
And now we'll go back to the real deal. It sounds just like that. It's so hilarious.
Revenue was lower year over year, but ahead of expectations, driven by continued positive performance of Wizards of the Coast in digital gaming and another strong growth quarter for Magic the Gathering. Revenue for the quarter was $1 billion, a year-over-year decline of 14%. Adjusted operating profit was $47.2 million, and adjusted earnings per share were 1 penny. Wizards and digital gaming net revenue increased 12% year over year, with growth in both Magic and D&D.
I usually get a 12%
Magic the Gathering was a standout performer, growing 16%, particularly impressive given its 40% growth in Q4. The fundamentals of Magic, Hasbro's first billion-dollar brand, are strong, with new player growth, player engagement, and player sentiment all pointing in the right direction.
Okay, hold on.
We expect the positive momentum
Tell
for
me I
Magic
didn't
to
just
continue
say
with
that,
Q1
though.
also
Like,
seeing one of...
What?
Tell me I didn't just read that. Like,
No, that's what I'm
honestly,
saying.
Is that not what just, oh my God, a robot on the internet at one single prompt gave us the same information. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, and that was the
I know
untuned
Ed is
prompt,
definitely just
too.
going to go mess around with that a whole bunch tonight, huh?
There's some pretty crazy things they can do. And that was like just the first prompt too. You didn't even tune that to like get it better, because you can't.
Yeah.
One of the things that's real great about it is give me a title. Give me 10 titles for YouTube videos about MTG Dual Brain and Magic the Gathering content that revolves around reserved list cards. And it's just going to shoot out a whole bunch.
We got 12%.
That is where it's not as good because it doesn't really know you.
No, but you
And,
pick
like,
up
your
1
content.
out of 10, and then you hit regenerate, and
True.
it comes up with a whole bunch more.
True.
And
You're
it's
right,
like, oh,
you're right.
damn.
And it doesn't take long before like brainstorming ends up in an
Oh,
idea.
yeah. And that's exactly like about the script reading that I was
I
doing here
haven't
with
done
you
that
guys.
yet, and I should probably just
Yeah,
do
I
my
want to
own
mess
brain
with it too.
thinking.
Yeah, do that,
Look at
and then
Pawz.
Mid-Journey or Dolly. I
Mhm.
mean, there's a lot. So one of the great things about AI generated art is there's no copyright infringement currently in the United States. So if you go onto servers where people are just making images, you can take any of them. They don't belong to anybody.
Yeah,
It's like gum on the
that's
sidewalk.
pretty crazy
Yeah.
too. And again, you can tune it to get better. Like you just have to change your statements slightly all the you
Yep.
know, and it
There's
becomes
all
more
sorts of
complex.
craziness.
Yeah, it's really,
And-
really ridiculous actually.
And as we go forward, there's a lot of crazy stuff in Magic. And Ed, I want to say thank you a lot for having a bit of a discussion with me about that tonight.
No
so
doubt.
huge
man.
appreciation to you.
I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I gotta get going, DJ.
Yep, I did. I was trying to get there, bud. But here you go. For the road.
Hell yeah.
Yep. You got to get nuts. And no, I don't have the new. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts from the movie.
Oh
Said it's
God!
so
Don't
tired.
show me your penis. Don't show me. Oh no! Not the nuts.
You sure do like them nuts.
Right shot. Now you want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
There's the
I will
nuts.
get the tired clip
Classic.
soon. It's funny. Yeah. All right, brother. Have a good one.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Later.
Be well.
All right. Tortoise. How you doing?
Hey. Oh, well, just
What
got done
up?
mowing the
Super
lawn.
fast.
Well, I was
What's up,
supposed to
man?
do it earlier today, but a battery died all the way, so I had to wait 8 hours for it to charge.
Oh man,
dag, bro.
Yeah, so but anyways, I had you guys on from the beginning. It's been a good live so far. Like, yeah, the price of Magic cards are falling in the standard sets, and it's got me like one side of me is happy that standard is cheap, but another thing is scaring me, and that's Wizards doing it on purpose. How far will it stretch into vintage territory? Then the Pinkerton thing is like, how much of it can I really grab onto? 50% of the story seems legit, but 50% of the story is left to the imagination. Because
you're wrong, Twiddler. Sit down when you pee.
You know,
or you'll get the.
Sorry, Tori.
No, honestly, that movie looks terrible, Twiddler.
Yeah.
So,
but
like,
Michael Keaton, the member berries, bro, and he said,
I just want to let you know
nuts?
that Ezra
Let's get
Miller
nuts.
was caught high on drugs in someone's house in the state I live in. Okay,
Bro,
I just want to be very
he was in trouble
specific.
for like fucking
He was
kidnapping,
in someone's
like a 17-year-old
house.
girl
Yeah.
and shit. This guy's a
Okay.
scumbag.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like
Tortoise, please talk about the Magic so I don't yell about Ezra Miller.
Yeah,
for an
yeah,
hour.
yeah. We don't want to get into that. You know,
this has been a great stream so far, Tortoise. I'm so happy you could join us for this evening.
Well, I know, like I was just talking about the Pinkerton thing, thinking like talking about how like 50% like sounds legit, 50% left to the imagination, so it's hard to put together. And I'm just trying to catch up on streams to let you guys know where I'm at with what you guys talked about. Then I think the quarterly earning thing that you just got done talking about, because I was listening to you as I was wrapping the lawnmower up and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I got to say I'm kind of surprised they made profit, but like,
Oh, they fucking raked it.
Profit.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I don't know what your 13 to 14% is really good profit though.
Right.
That's like the on market average is 8% for a company. So
Yeah.
to do, you know,
we haven't as much of a positive spin as they put on it. We haven't even got to the Magic part yet.
Oh, dude, when they start talking about inventory, that's a whole other conversation.
Despite exiting several unprofitable businesses and licenses.
Exiting unprofitable.
Play-Doh, Peppa Pig, and Hasbro Gaming saw POS gains in Q1. And we drove late quarter growth in action, particularly in Transformers, as excitement mounts for the June release of the Transformers Rise of the Beasts feature film. Beyond Transformers, we have a blockbuster lineup of content from our partners brand.
So what he's talking about there is that they own the licensing to Transformers. So they expect over the next 18 months that they can sell the license to Transformers to make money. Not specifically that they themselves are making money off it, but the licensing. So they don't care if the movie does well. They made their $15 million off of selling a license to it. So their aspect, specifically as owners of the license, they are happy as shit about that. They don't care if the movie tanks. If the merchandising sells terribly, no issue. They've already made their money. Their guarantee has already come in. Sorry to interrupt, DJ. I assume he's also smoking a bong.
I thought he was just going to start playing the clip again.
No, that's what I thought was happening too.
Galaxy 3 and Sony's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Importantly, we ended the quarter with good progress on reducing retailer inventories and are on track for healthy improvements in our owned inventory in Q2 and Q3. Entertainment segment revenues were off 19%, driven by year-over-year shifts in release timing.
When they say off, they mean down.
Yeah.
Of new film and family brands content. Among new Hasbro content released, we debuted our new preschool brand, Kia and the Kimoji Heroes, on Disney Junior and Disney Plus, and launched with our partners at Paramount the new feature film Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Here you go.
D&D took the #1 spot at the global box office in its
Paramount?
release week.
Tell me that is not a human talking.
Paramount. he has
Oh,
the
fuck is
so that's-
Paramount?
So that's the worst thing is like he's clearly reading a script and he can't even see the word Paramount and realize, oh, that's the fucking company, Paramount.
Well, it's like I've done it. Yeah, like Stada instead of starter or whatever.
Yeah.
God.
Nah,
Stada.
dude. Nah.
Yeah, like I said, it sounds like it's like he programmed his voice into AI and then went. You know,
And it's become Hasbro's best reviewed film ever, with an impressive 91% critic score and 93% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Great chills.
Based on the strong fan and audience response, we are expecting Honor Among Thieves to enjoy a long viewing life that introduces our newest franchise brand to tens of millions of new consumers globally via theaters, streaming, and post-theatrical sales.
Ooh.
Our operational excellence program continues apace. As we execute our plans, we expect the cost savings to grow over the coming quarters.
Yeah,
In
they were
Q1,
real big
we
on
achieved
this.
$35 million of cost savings. We continue to expect $150 million of run rate gross cost savings this year. Money we are using to reinvest in the business, offset margin impacts from inventory management
hold up there for a
programs,
sec.
Inventory
and help
management.
us
There you
achieve
go.
our
You'll hear that a
full-year
lot.
What is run rate reduction savings?
Bob would know.
I can't imagine run rate. So I assume that means how much that they are triggering printers to run a certain set of cards. Run rate reduction in pricing. So either there's a better amount of Cardamonday printers and they get a bit of like better pricing, or they're reducing their numbers or quantities or something. That interests me, and they don't seem to cover that any further. They do say though that they are reducing a lot in their overhead, as it were.
There you go, Benson. Check your Discord, bud. Okay. What?
No, he doesn't.
Fucking what?
I get out of here with that shit.
No, like
the Google answer.
Say that again, dude. Like, I don't know. I missed something.
Yeah, go back just like a couple of seconds. Yeah.
No, okay. Yeah, I know.
I got a
know.
Google answer for you.
What?
Run rate reduction is a company engaged in cost reduction effort, possibly occurring after an acquisition, initially achieving a large amount of expense reductions by focusing on the easiest savings, and uses the information to create an expense reduction run rate. So it sounds like they going off Google. This is not me.
What's up, Monster?
Sounds
Check
like
your
they're
Discord
cutting
too.
costs with like incorporating some other company or something.
Interesting. They brought in like an efficiency firm or something to shore up some of the issues
I
they've
wonder if
had.
that was the people that told hey, put that in the garbage, Phil.
Yeah, right.
Target
Just
of
throw
50 to
throw all
70
the-
basis points
Just
of adjusted
kidding.
operating profit improvement.
Oh.
We made significant progress in
Turn up the volume
recasting
a
our
bit,
leadership
TK.
team to drive our strategy.
Thank you.
Gina Getter, the CFO of Harley Davidson and 25-plus year consumer packaged goods veteran, joins us in May as our new CFO and leader of our global operations discipline.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Gina has
That's
a
pretty
long
big.
history with corporate transformations, which will serve Hasbro well. Tim Kilpin, a 30-plus year veteran with leadership experiences across marquee toy, games, and entertainment brands, joins us as our new president of toy, licensing, and
And
entertainment.
they got rid of how many employees to
Jason
afford these
Bunge,
people?
the former chief marketing officer of Riot Games,
this
joins
is
us
the
as our
third.
new
And,
global
pause
CMO,
up on
Hold
this.
on, let me
bringing
pause.
new marketing firepower for.
Go ahead,
So this is the third one. The first was a CFO change, the chief financial officer, coming in from Harley. And honestly, Harley had a huge change in their merchandising, the way that they interacted with their customer base in the last 20 years. Huge boom. And to bring in somebody from Riot Gaming as well is a very interesting move. I think, like they'll talk about in a little bit, they're expanding very heavily into their digital market. And I think that we'll see a huge crossover with like chibi type toys, small items of that nature.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. You'll see like small chase, plushies hanging from backpacks and stuff.
For our games and data-driven growth initiatives. And Bertie Thompson, Chief Communications and Creative Officer at Notion and former communications executive at Meta, joins us as our new Chief Communications Officer, bringing cutting-edge technology, social media, and financial markets communications expertise.
But we still have you.
These talented leaders join an extended leadership team, hailing from technology, CPG, toys, games, and entertainment companies to drive our strategy and build profitable blueprints across
and Meta
our
is
franchise
Facebook,
and partner brands.
Yeah, we got some new people on Facebook.
Can I have a Jace that transforms into something?
Yeah, a Chibi Lily. Yeah.
I would not be surprised. I mean, if they can make more money with the expansion like we saw into Hot Pocket.
Transforms into a cup holder.
Yeah,
well, yeah. I mean, there's it. Or
transform into something practical.
Useful. It's a giant beanbag chair, and then it becomes a Black Lotus. You can play once per game.
Oh, dude!
Yeah.
Don't knock my Black Lotus freaking $20,000 love sack. Come on.
It was only $1,000. One of the
damn! I got ripped off. Oh.
So one of the crazy things is like if people look up what that costs. Love sacks actually cost like $700 to $800 as a base minimum. So you're honestly paying like $100 for it to be Magic themed, which isn't a crazy price increase. It's just that it's a ridiculous fucking item.
Yeah.
Speaking of ridiculous items, this guy, DJ, why don't you hit play?
All right. Well, first I want to say hi to Benson real quick. Hi, Benson, real quick.
Nah, fuck that guy.
I thought we were just gonna play it off the whole time. Just like he comes in.
We're not gonna talk to you. Yeah.
Well, no, like he said hi, and like we just pretended like he was here the whole time.
Well, yeah, that's how it works. What's up, Benson? How you doing, bud? You have to unmute. He's just like, no, I'm just here. I'm not gonna talk. Screw you guys.
Well, it's because he's wearing that mask. Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Why would he want to talk to us? I don't really blame him. We're mean. And by we,
all right. Well, just chime in when you get back or whatever, man. We did say hi. Damn it. Okay. All right, here we go.
Our growth initiatives continue to deliver.
I have some major growth
total
initiatives.
games portfolio grew 2% in the quarter. Direct-to-consumer revenues increased 21%. Led by a 46% increase at Hasbro Pulse, our fan-focused direct-to-consumer e-commerce platform. And on licensing, we just announced our first ever agreement with Mattel, including crossovers for Barbie and Monopoly, and Hot Wheels, Uno,
so when
and
they were talking about their Hasbro Pulse platform with their direct-to-consumer sales doing really well, he's talking about Secret Layers.
Yeah.
And their entire digital platform of Hasbro selling direct to consumer.
He's also talking about Hasbro
Pulse is, yeah, it's the same thing, but with toys.
Yeah, it's like
yes,
but it's a subscription service that gets you exclusives.
What did I do?
There he is. Hey, what's up, Benson? Hello.
Round table with bitches. You're calling. I would love some bitches.
Yeah.
Hashtag hose on horses.
That's
partnerships like this, along with
that's
our
right.
Partnerships
sorry,
like
just
this.
good timing. Good timing. Yeah.
previously announced licensing deals with Lego on Transformers and D&D,
Really?
expand our brand, introduce our toys and games into new categories, and leverage our own category leadership for new growth opportunities. For the full year, we are maintaining our previous guidance of a low single-digit revenue decline and adjusted operating profit margin expansion of 50 to 70 basis points. We continue to expect Q2 to present headwinds as retailers return to traditional ordering and shipment patterns and release timings for new Magic sets favoring Q3 impacts Wizard.
All right, so they're going to slow it down apparently. Yes? Or did I mishear that? Good response.
Of the Coast sales. We're cautiously optimistic with the progress we've made in Q1,
Cautiously,
but still maintain an outlook of a flat to down toy and games market where focus, share building, and bottom line health are Hasbro priorities. On the sale of our non-Hasbro branded E1 film and TV assets, we continue to be pleased by the progress and expect to provide an update in Q2. In summary, while Q1 is just a start, we delivered ahead of plan and continue to see steady progress in building our leadership team, focusing the company, and improving our operational fundamentals. Magic is strong. The fan economy.
Yeah, the only strong brand at the moment, besides Peppa Pig, and
is proving
D&D's
resilient.
Killing it, man.
What
I
is?
don't know though. D&D is killing it, and so they discuss a little bit. They don't go into specifics, but in case you guys are unaware, Dungeons and Dragons Beyond has an upcoming virtual tabletop that is going to be premier in the market, and they're putting a lot of effort behind it. And when they talk about their digital stuff, that is one of the underlying aspects that is somewhat unannounced. So I think I don't know. Why don't you hit play?
Our entertainment calendar is robust, and our growth initiatives are on track. I'd now like to turn over the call to our Chief Financial Officer, Deb Thomas, to share more details.
Sounds even more robotic.
Deb?
Thank you,
Beep,
Chris,
boop, beep, boop.
and good morning, everyone.
I
As
have
Chris
awakened.
said, first quarter results were ahead of our expectations.
Thank you for turning me
and
on.
position us to meet our full-year guidance.
All
Wizards of the
flashbacks must be
Coast,
destroyed.
led by strong Magic the Gathering demand, continue to perform well. Our consumer products teams are working through retail inventory and setting for major entertainment releases, and our operational excellence program is delivering savings and helping offset these expenses. As you know, the first quarter is a historically small quarter for our business, and most of the year remains ahead.
What was that?
No, it was terrible. You shouldn't keep playing.
In Q1, our fixed cost base is disproportionate to revenue.
Yeah.
This impacts
Okay,
our
hold
profit
up.
early in the year.
That's
but we see
the most
improvement in
beautiful
future
corporate
quarters
speak ever.
as revenue.
What was that?
Our cost is disproportionate to revenue.
Yeah.
AKA, we're spending more than we're making.
Yeah.
In quarter one.
Grows and as we begin to actualize more of our cost savings. In Q1, we realized an additional $35 million in savings and remain on track to deliver $150 million of run rate savings in 2023. In addition, this is a 53-week fiscal year, and the first quarter holds that extra week. And this equaled $14 million of incremental expense on little revenue.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Given
so
our first
she literally
quarter,
just said
we
it
now
costs
expect
$14 million
revenue in the
on
first
little
half
revenue.
of 2023 to be down approximately 16% versus our previously forecasted 20% decline. For the full year,
actually,
we
pause right there.
continue to expect a low single-digit revenue decline
with
and 50 to 70
question you
basis
just
points
brought
of
up.
adjusted.
Spending more than you're making. How is MTG doing well? They were expecting a 20% loss for their first quarter. They only had a 16% loss. So realistically, they're 4% above EPS, which is exactly reflected in the market today. They did really well. As you'll continue hearing throughout the call, this was a phenomenal year for their market. And
Benson.
also, they are just totally reading script. It's terrible. Benson, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. You here with us?
I think he is, but he's got his mic muted. He's probably dealing with some issues.
It's like when Dave goes on his walks in nowhere, Massachusetts.
Yeah. Got a funny story to tell. Clip.
How about now? Can you hear me?
And he was on my
Yeah, that's it. My man's. Yeah.
Hey.
How you doing, buddy? Oh, he's got the echo going. Oh boy.
Oh, I love it.
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, you got. Oh, good, man. Got a little delay.
So succinct.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I kill this? Hang on.
You have to mute the podcast on YouTube.
Oh yeah. That will give you some major echo. So if you'll see the chat live in just pause it and then you'll see the chat live, but you're here with us, so you don't have to hear it.
This shit sounds like some old-fashioned PBS documentary. It does, honestly. Like, I wish we could take all of the take the transcript from this, because you can do that in YouTube. Just like take what they've said and then just plug it into like an old 1920s Englishman voice.
Nice.
Hasbro has actualized more value.
Yeah, see.
My name's Snidely Whiplash. I'm your CFO for Hasbro.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna continue.
Operating profit margin improvement.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce. Oh.
We started the year with a cash balance of $513 million. $89 million of operating cash flow in the quarter was offset by non-operating outflows, including $30 million of long-term debt repayment, $53 million of CapEx led by investments in Wizards of the Coast for future gaming releases, and a $97 million return of capital through dividends to our shareholders. We ended Q1 with $386 million in cash.
Wow.
We forecast operating
half of
cash flow for the year in the $600 to $700 million range. We have sufficient cash flow and liquidity to operate our business, meet our CapEx needs, invest for growth, and fund our dividend.
So they're saying they have enough money.
At quarter end, inventory at Hasbro is up from year end.
There you go.
This isn't good. This part is not
not good. Yeah.
So quick summary of like their marketing lingo. What they pretty much just said is, yeah, we have shit that we owe and we're investing into our future. 16 million is honestly not enough for their market research forward. So don't expect Magic to do anything fucking fancy soon. This train is on a track, but they're saying they have more than enough money to keep putting coal in the fire.
Sounds like breaking even.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need like
dude,
if they're DJL,
if they're up 13 to 14%, dude, index average is like 5 to 8. If you're getting 8% return, you're doing well. 13 to 14% is doing very well, especially based on the last quarter. This is surprisingly attractive. And I have to be very honest. I have to be very explicit. I am a shareholder in Hasbro, so I am very pleased. That's why I listened to this morning, because I was live as they were doing it.
And thank you for letting me know, dude. Like, I wish I was up earlier.
Absolutely.
So
I want to be completely transparent. Like, I want people to know what's going on.
Right.
So it's all Pat's fault.
Was that?
I was joking. I said, so it's all Pat's fault since he's a shareholder.
Yeah. You and Rudy. Yeah. What? Okay.
Primarily to two items. The first being higher Wizards of the Coast inventories, given the time.
No, you just need higher employees. Yes.
Of releases this year. With March of the Machine released mid-April, and Universes Beyond the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth shortly before the start of Q3.
So weird. That
by year end, we expect Wizards inventories to be down.
Did you hear that? They're clipping down.
She can say Phyrexia, but she can't say down correctly.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? Like, the worst GPS in the world.
Second increase comes from.
It's like they hired the person that did the what do they call those? The fakes or whatever?
Like bad lip readings.
Deep fakes. No, like the deep fake Luke Skywalker, right? Like, bruh. Like they had other people do it. Like like with half the money, and it looked better. But anyway,
Our consumer
So
product
Pawz brings up
inventory.
a great question. They actually address that a little bit later. They talk about inventory holding through, and somebody else on the stockholder meeting talks about that. So this is entertaining all the way to the end.
While
yes,
we're working
it is
through owned
entertaining.
inventory from year end, we
'Cause we like
purchased
to play.
action figures to set at retail for upcoming entertainment launches, including Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Ooh.
We made good progress reducing
I'm
retail
excited.
inventories in Q1, and they are down from year end. We continue to expect it will take the first half of the year to work through the excess. The cost savings work we began last
also
year
drunk?
are heavily weighted to our supply chain.
Well, no,
Maybe it's
you'll
gonna be
understand
a-
why she is. You'll see why in a little bit.
Oh, they already said that it was
She's
standing.
gone,
Like if
yeah.
you Google her, she said that she was like expecting to retire as soon as they had a replacement, and that was like a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's been looking to get out of this gig for a while.
Yeah, it was like you guys are okay.
Yeah,
And are
they
offsetting
leaded
these
the-
costs.
you know, they led this saying that there were 4 new very big hitters they were bringing in to lead this company.
Yeah.
So I expect after 2 years we'll start seeing big changes.
Okay. Even bigger changes.
Resulting in slightly better cost of sales margins compared
Slightly.
to Q1 2022. Once we work through the inventory and our sales allowances return to normalized levels, we expect those cost savings will begin to drop to the bottom line. This should begin in the second half of the year.
Oh, that's good.
The sale of the non-core TV and film
Look at
assets
the
is
fucking
progressing,
DMV learning
and
how to
while we
drive.
expect to be able to
Yeah, I know.
I just want to go to
it's rough.
sleep or let me
Yeah.
drive.
So I work for the DMV, so like this was super easy for me to listen to. Like no
Yeah.
joke. I was fucking around in Excel
All right, time
making a
capsule.
100-page spreadsheet while I was listening to this and just being like, oh,
Yeah. You're used to it though.
yeah, this is my jam.
Okay.
What did
here
the
we
kids
go.
say? I fuck with this.
Yeah.
provide an update on the
Something in that
transaction in the
effect, yeah.
second quarter. A closing and related cash inflow is likely to happen in the second half of this year. We will prioritize the sale proceeds of the entertainment assets toward paying down debt, lowering our overall debt levels.
You know, I am no financial expert and really don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Damn it.
but
Dave is so right now.
What's that? Oh my god! Look who's here. Yeah, let's wake up a little bit. Hey,
I
this is interesting.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Where's
yeah.
Jay at so I could talk shit to him?
Yeah.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
I'm not
That's
even
right.
trying. If you did a drive-by, I'd wave.
Yeah,
No
her
way.
speech makes AI speech sound like actual people.
So with all of the money they're making from the D&D movie, they're trying to pay off of their debt, which means that they'll end up in a few years having more money to expend for capital. They're just doing
Right.
smart finances behind the scenes. This is
Okay.
this is a shareholder meeting. So
Yeah.
you're going to get that high level shit.
And that high level drone. Because when you make this kind of money, this is exactly how you sound like in conferences.
Oh, this is all
But with less
scripted.
inflection.
100%. Yeah,
Oh.
this is
Oh,
pushed
yeah.
through lawyers and marketeers. Yeah.
Yeah. not musketeers, marketeers. Love it.
Reducing
Musketeers.
our ongoing interest expense
Mm.
and improving our debt to EBITDA ratio.
Debt to what? Evitor?
EDR
Debt,
ratio.
Yeah.
No, I think you said
Debt to
EBITDA.
Skeletor ratio. What? Say it again. I'm sorry.
EBITDA.
EDR.
EDR.
Oh, Benson, I like how you do. Yeah.
I said EBITDA. My company uses this metric.
My company.
There it is.
Yeah.
Earnings
My
before
company.
interest. Earnings before interest, appreciation, amortization. EBITDA. EBITDA. Measure of the earning company that adds interest expense, depreciation, and amortization back to the net income. It's basically make as much profit as possible.
Yeah,
Don't lose money is the primary takeaway here. That's what it is all about.
Okay.
Efficiency,
We continue to target debt to EBITDA.
What?
All of them are great.
Yeah. You listen to this shit, I'm gonna call the Pinkertons to come to my house and shoot me.
It's cheaper just to hire a hitman. I've heard. Right? I've watched enough Tiger King to know that.
Allegedly.
Yeah. No, but if I was playing, like, your neighbors would probably not be in amongst the living and nobody else because I couldn't get past the one person that could see through my disguise.
Well, that was one of the interesting things about one of the videos old school MTG put up was he had said that the Pinkertons went to his neighbors' houses asking about him.
Yeah. Like when he was going to be home and shit.
Yeah, make sure you're not strapped. Yeah.
And it's like, huh. That's like extra fucking suspicious. Like, my neighbors probably would have pulled a gun on him by then. It's like I probably wouldn't have even had to deal with these guys. Like somebody else in my neighborhood would have pulled a gun on him. Like,
dude, I live next to some crackheads. They would have fucking tried to fuck with those guys, and those guys would be like, "All right, let's go." Then this ain't even we had to arrest these assholes instead.
I've got a light bulb. I'm going to gouge your eyes out. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know I'm losing people, but this is like seriously like the this is it. This is the corporate. Yeah.
EBITDA of 2 to 2.5 times, and we remain committed to our investment grade rating.
Let's just skip ahead a little bit. Like, did she say anything?
Looking at our adjusted results for the first quarter, revenue came in ahead of our plan with strong Magic the Gathering demand and slightly better shipments in our consumer products business. Foreign exchange had a negative 15.8.
Foreign exchange.
Exchange.
Exchange. Go through the voices of
Jerry
saying
Springer
exchange.
I didn't know that.
God, he's one of them.
Peace, old man.
Yeah, Jerry Springer dies. Yeah, I know. And 19th century people are knocking on doors. Yes. Oh no, butterfly effect. I blame Jerry. Oh, poor guy, man. Anyways,
if he died today, it wouldn't have anything affect. What?
Exactly, it is a butterfly effect.
It's not how time. No.
Time's cyclical. Don't be a bitch.
You don't know. It was supposed to be 2 days from now, so now the whole timeline's gonna be messed up. Thanks.
Yeah, but 100 million years from now, it's the same moment, but like 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, there's a lot that could happen in 10 minutes. Just
$1 million impact on revenues.
Whatever, you don't got to tell me.
Cost of sales declined in line with revenue and decreased 10 basis points year over year.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, the income.
When she walks into the room, I lose 10 basis points year over year.
Babe doesn't know
I
the
think Dave honestly, either. Yeah, like that's what I'm picking up too, Prime. I think he really doesn't know.
I don't feel alone now. Yay.
Okay, so the Pinkertons are a private detective agency. They are most often, almost exclusively, hired by the United States government as hired muscle, more or less. They often carry not only guns, but badges, saying that they work for the Pinkerton Detective Agency. They've been around for quite a while, over 100 years, I believe, over 150 if I'm wrong. Check me out in the comments below. They have been the enforcement outside of legal means, normally in the United States. If they cannot send military forces, this is a way that people can hire a goon squad to do things. If you've ever dealt with dicks, private detectives, they carry guns, they go around and they push weight and they entice you to do things. And this is what it is. This is what that was. It's when you got a big guy that's strapped and you send him to go do a mission. That's what occurred. That's the Pinkertons.
Yeah. How is it correlating? Wait, you don't know? Old school Magic.
Yeah,
old school MTG.
Old School MTG, a content creator on YouTube, apparently somehow is self-proclaimed. He legitimately got incorrectly distributed Magic the Gathering epilogue boosters. Not just one,
Aftermath.
not two, a whole collector box of the Aftermath.
It took them
booster.
3 collectors to finish the set. At least one version of.
And he was opening them up in videos on YouTube. And after 3 boxes of the collectors, knock, knock, knock. So supposed his story goes, he was confronted at his home by the Pinkerton agency and was persuaded to give back the entirety of his supposedly ill-gotten collection with a ethereal phone call to Magic the Gathering headquarters at some supposed reimbursement of his product. We have a lot of stories and very little proof outside of a few videos that have been thus deleted from his channel of those box openings. And it's
shameless
all
plug
public.
here too. I have them both their videos.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say it's all public. So you're absolutely allowed to use that content. It was put up in free right.
If
So
you just want to see the cards,
DJs,
if you just want to see the cards, I did put some music accompaniment to the background. But yes, there's 2 videos up that you guys can see every single card and some variants of the Aftermath. So go check it out, guys. It's up there. But all you have to do is not open the door. True. But they are pretty much associated. Well, the government's used them too. So right, or are they government contractors? Did they get taken down? I don't think so. Did they?
Yeah, they can't. The worst they could try and do is copyright strike you. But if you're actively doing content over it, if you're reviewing or previewing somebody else's video, it is fair use. So if you're able to comment on someone's video on YouTube, you can do whatever you want with it, pretty much.
Oh shit! No. Okay, I am. I'll show the links here for you guys so you can see every card that's out.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, Dave. Is like I was saying earlier in our stream, I have a shotgun for exactly a situation like this.
Yeah.
Like when someone wants to come here and I don't want them to, I have a reason to shoot them to death. So it's like you have to be very specific about what you want to do here. Like, and I don't just mean like my house here, but I mean the world. Like there are a lot of people who won't take being bullied.
Right.
And that's what this was. That's specifically why you hire muscle, is they tried to bully this person into giving back product that they fucked up and gave to somebody. Whether this was given, I don't know if this was given to someone. This product made it out. If it was stolen from a factory, Wizards fucked up with their security. If this was distributed incorrectly, they fucked up. And how they corrected this, air quotes, is them fucking up again. So it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, they're there. Those are the links there, guys. If you guys want to see all the cards, there were some good ones, but everyone's saying it's a shite set, and there's good cards, singles. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Superbacker.
But they've got some really interesting talks about, and it's all covered in corporate speak as we're going through the shareholder meeting. It's all covered in corporate speak, a lot of la-di-da talk. So it is certainly difficult to get through. But if you're a bit tuned to it, you can kind of figure out what's going on with Magic over the next couple of months or year.
Yeah, and I was trying to do it during the stream, but it won't let me because I will clip out. But probably within the next hour
Coach,
after we end,
actually, the Pinkertons very publicly were hired recently to union break against Amazon. So they are exactly what people think they are. They are a goon squad. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Professional scumbags is what I go with.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Prime, thanks for joining us. You want to head out?
Yeah, I gotta get some dinner. I'm starving.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro.
Oh, I got some sausage to put in you. I mean, have a great night. I hope you have a good dinner.
Later, guys.
Yeah, all right, brother. Have a good one, man.
Pat, you scared him away.
Oh, he stuck out surprisingly long. I don't know why he deals with me so well. Like we have a good relationship. I enjoy him, and I don't know. He deals with me.
Mental expense for closeout.
Exactly, it's a mental expense.
It's a mental expense.
Is that what you really said? Mental expense?
Oh,
let me go back. Oh God, here you go.
With revenue and decreased 10 basis points year over year. As I mentioned, the incremental expense for closeouts and allowances is being offset by operational excellence cost.
Oh, I had it clipped perfectly then. I managed to get rid of the
favorable
end.
product mix behind growth in Wizards of the Coast and digital gaming revenue, as well as CP licensing, contributed to improvements in cost of sales as a percentage of revenue. Program amortization expense declined.
Oh, Jesus.
What happened?
Increase in prices contributed to an increase in revenue.
Why? You don't say.
You don't say.
By raising prices, we made more money.
I drank
water.
I'm
that
no longer thirsty.
People
Wow.
who make money off of them making money, that just means like prices will not go down. That's a very that's a short clip that means a whole lot. Fuck, I missed that.
Damn. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, if you thought Commander Masters was expensive, realize that Commander Masters is going to be regular.
Declined on lower entertainment deliveries in the year, but increased 30 basis points as a percent of revenue. Royalty expense declined on lower partner brand revenues as we exited certain licenses.
That's right. It declined because we got the fuck out. Fuck this
So,
shit.
yeah, well, so they stopped printing sets that had other stuff in it. So like the cards that had the Walking Dead in them, like some of the secret layers and stuff, they're no longer printing. So as their licenses expire, they don't have to pay for them. So that's just regular trade.
Right.
And to a lesser extent, from lower E1 revenues and title mix. In the second quarter,
is that a cereal? No? Okay.
operating profit will be impacted as we expect royalty expense of approximately 10% of revenue. This is an additional $45 million versus Q1 as we ship products in support of Transformers Rise of the Beast and Magic's Universes Beyond the Lord of the Rings set.
Yeah.
For the full year, we expect royalty expense to decline from 8.4% in 2022.
Ooh.
Product development expense increased due to teams supporting our Wizards of the Coast tabletop and digital development who joined the company in the back half of last year. Advertising investment increased on support for Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves within our entertainment segment and at Wizards of the Coast for both D&D and Magic. Adjusted SD&A spend was essentially flat, but increased as a percentage of revenue. Lower freight cost and cost savings from mid-Q1 workforce reductions were offset by higher investment in Wizards, including personnel, organized play events such as conventions and tournaments, and marketing for upcoming releases.
Okay, personnel.
As a reminder,
we fired people and made more profit. You don't say.
Yeah. You don't say. Yeah, and then we had to get more personnel though.
We expect to achieve more normalized levels of incentive compensation in 2023 throughout the year, which we estimate to be approximately $80 million versus 2022, with $65 million in SD&A and the balance in product development. Due to the mix of earnings and lower income in the quarter, combined with discrete items.
Dude, even the pauses are mechanical. It's so weird.
It's just so scripted. It's like a new paragraph.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's approximately 5.255 seconds. Okay, start.
Mostly related to stock-based compensation. Yeah, our adjusted tax rate for the quarter at 83.8% is not indicative of the year. The outsized impact from small, discrete items will normalize with higher income. For the full year 2023, we continue to expect our underlying adjusted rate to be between 20 and 21%. Looking at our segments, Wizards of the Coast and digital gaming revenue increased 14% in constant currency.
Oh,
constant. The team is focused on creating gaming experiences Magic and D&D fans embrace. Tabletop revenues were up 13% behind popular Magic the Gathering.
What was that?
How about they fix Companion while they're at it? At my LGS a couple weeks ago for the Aftermath pre-release, the Companion crashed.
Oh yeah, they had that. My store. I went in to buy take-home kits, and they couldn't because you have to register in for the tournament or whatever for the take-home kit, and they couldn't sell it to me. So I had to come back the next day, and they said, "Yeah, Companion crashed. You're good. Yeah, no, we got him. Here you go." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Gathering releases. Digital gaming revenue increased 9%, led by the addition of D&D Beyond. As we continue to invest in Wizards of the Coast, operating profit declined 28% due to higher product cost, product development personnel costs, advertising expense, and costs supporting the return of organized play.
Oh, it has nothing to do with the what would they call that term, Pat? Where it was trust in the company, or what was that? Goodwill? Is that it?
Equity, ESG, equity, diversity, governance, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, it would be goodwill or something. There was some weird thing in the Q4 thing that Bob pointed out. Equity? But yeah, you have a little bit lost there too. I mean, come on.
I think they try and play it off as cost for marketing for the D&D movie.
Oh wow.
We continue to expect full-year operating profit margin for the segment in the high 30% range, which reflects investment for future growth and expansion of our Universes Beyond products. Consumer Products segment revenue decreased 21%, excluding a negative $8.3 million impact of foreign exchange.
What was that?
She probably drank a little bit of water. That's what I said. But as I'm gonna reel it back, she probably just sipped some vodka and tonic.
Yeah. Well, who cares? She's out, dude. She's out. So she's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna be robotic." So I'm gonna
retire with $54 million in my retirement program. Yeah,
that's
I'm
right.
outie.
Parachute.
$6.2 million of which was in Europe. This performance was led by lower revenues in North America and Europe, partially offset by growth in Asia Pacific, Latin America, and licensing. The segment's adjusted operating loss is the result of lower net revenue and includes higher allowances and closeouts to sell through inventory. We expect these higher costs.
Closeouts selling through inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon, baby.
That's right.
Sale.
What's that?
I said, stop flooding the market with product. They're just inundated. They have too much shit out there. March of the Machine Aftermath. And I just hope March of the Machine Aftermath, you noticed how the booster boxes are smaller now? What are they, 84 packs? Yeah. Not 84. It's like a smaller amount of case per box now. Yeah. Packs per box, damn it. I just hope that's not going to be the norm going forward, because a lot of companies everywhere, it's kind of shady. They're doing the shrinkflation right now in this geopolitical, socioeconomic, political climate. Shrinkflation is happening.
Ooh.
So don't be surprised if it comes our way, on our doorstep, on our game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we miss you, Dave. Evil or not. How you doing, bud? Okay, let's get this over.
Continue in the second quarter.
Because you don't feel emotion until she's like saying thanks for all the fish as she's exiting her last corporate meeting.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
These
I
items
enjoy
were
the money.
partially
Bye.
offset by savings realized from the company's operational excellence program, reflected primarily in cost of sales.
Cost of sales.
Entertainment segment revenue decreased 17% in constant currency.
What?
TV.
What? What'd she say? What'd she call me?
Entertainment revenue decreased 17% in constant currency.
Oh, yeah, she can say constant currency. That's what it was. It's constant. What?
Revenues increased behind scripted TV deliveries, including the
And
new series The
scripted,
Rookie
like the
Feds,
scripted conference call.
and The Rookie, which ABC just renewed for a 6th season, Yellow Jackets, and The Recruit, and lower unscripted TV revenue. Film revenues declined with fewer new releases in 2023 versus 2022. Family Brands
22.
revenue declined due to content sales timing year over year, including several multi-year licensing deals executed in Q1 2022 that did not repeat this year. Music and other declined as we exited the remainder of these businesses in late 2022.
Honestly, it wasn't a bad call.
Adjusted
With
operating
current
loss
ways of
was the
producing
result of
movies.
lower revenues,
Just get
as
out.
well as higher advertising for Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, partially offset by lower royalty expense.
Huh.
As I said up front, Q1 was a good but small quarter with a lot of the year ahead of us.
That's right.
Our outlook is predicated
now we're
on
gonna
a
get some real
second half
emotion.
that
Get ready, guys.
improves
Get
year
ready.
over year.
Real emotion coming.
We remain cautious about the macro and the consumer environment,
Better be.
but the timing of theatrical releases, a strong Magic release schedule, the return to a more traditional and back half weighted shipment plan to retailers, innovation we have planned and will share more about this summer, and engaging retail and advertising campaigns to improve point of sale all support our view. It's hard to imagine that this is my last
There it
earnings
is.
call as Hasbro's CFO.
She choked up a little bit. Here we go.
I have been here for 25 years, and we've been through the good and the tough. I've had the opportunity to work with outstanding people on amazing brands, and I know Chris, Gina, and Tim and our entire team will take good care of Hasbro and its legacy.
They'll do fine.
Thank you all for your support of Hasbro and for your partnership over the years.
Thank you
Now,
for the
one
stock
last time,
options.
I'll turn it back to Chris.
Thanks, Deb.
Thanks, Mitch. Hey, Mitch.
Yeah.
Play the Rocky theme when Mickey died. We got more to do. You should have done that one.
And here it is, Chris Cox.
There's still fight left.
Before we turn it over to Q&A, I'd like to spend a minute thanking Deb Thomas for her 25
Thank you,
years
Deb
of
Thomas.
leadership
Let's put our
at
hands together.
Hasbro.
Yay.
I started at this
Dave
company
Thomas
7 years ago
Yay.
as the fresh-faced leader of an under-the-radar subsidiary called Wizards of the Coast. From my first day on the job, there was no bigger supporter of Wizards than Deb. She got it and was always there for a rookie, helping
Well,
me
we had to-
navigate the broader company
Or out of
and
the company.
giving me
Get out
and
of
the
here.
team at Wizards the support we needed to turbocharge that business.
That's right.
My story is the same story thousands of people across the country.
And I tell it at every single cocktail party.
It makes it sound like
Company
nobody's heard
have
of
that.
Wizards of the Coast until this acquisition, and it's just like, dude, what
Yeah.
where the fuck you been?
Oh my God. The leadership's awesome.
Deb. She is the true definition of a servant leader. The first one in the office in the morning, the last one to turn the lights off in the evening, and a
Bullshit.
true believer in the power of our people and brands.
It's only because she lives there.
Deb has been an invaluable partner
Can't afford
who
to
has
go
helped
home.
Hasbro become one of the biggest and best companies in the toys and games and broader
And she gets paid in Magic product.
entertainment industry.
I wish she took questions from the audience. I want someone to ask her, be like, when are you reprinting Splinter Twin? Or it's like something about the game specifically to see how she answers.
Yeah.
Still have no
She's
clue.
all like, I am not familiar with that product. Hold on. Calculating.
Is that one of our Transformer lines?
Unfortunately,
people-
I am a chat AI and cannot answer your questions at this moment.
Yeah.
Please contact troubleshooting at the link below.
Oh, it sounds like the voice in Taken. Yeah. What was that?
Can you
Curtis?
imagine though if people in Hasbro actually got paid a Magic product? They'd actually care enough about the product to make it good so the value would stay up.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That would be the
exactly.
I'm not
serious thing.
reprinting that. That's my bread and butter.
We're only
Hell
paying
yeah.
you in stock share. Okay. So
I get
here's
paid
your
in the
incentive.
taxes. We're not reprinting that.
It's been an honor to work with, partner, and learn from you
Aw.
over the years.
Oh,
Our company and our shareholders owe you a debt of gratitude.
but not
On behalf
financial.
of everyone
so-
at Hasbro, and especially me, thank you.
You're not welcome.
Now, we will take your
Hi,
questions.
bitch.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
If you would like to ask a question, please press *1 on your telephone keypad. A confirmation tone will indicate your line is in the question queue. You may press *2 if you would like to remove your question from the queue.
Yeah.
For participants
See?
using speaker equipment, it may be necessary to pick up the handset before pressing the star keys.
This is
Please
a
ask one question
1990s
and one
operator.
follow-up question, and then re-queue.
How
for
many
additional
fingers can I fit in my mouth at once?
Our first
Oh,
question is
God.
from Andrew
What
Erkowitz.
color
She's
shoes
playing
you
the
got?
marshmallow
Please
game.
proceed.
Hey, here you go.
See,
Hey, thank you so much.
here it is. Here it is. This is your
I guess
question.
a question on Magic. Could you just kind of help us understand like the audience segmentation? With the Lord of the Rings set
Audience
coming,
segregation.
who you're targeting. It looks like the strategy around that set's a little different than what we've seen. Thank you.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Andrew. And hey, great report, by the way, on Magic. We all had a chance to read that earlier this week. Thought it was well researched and did a good job of reviewing the brand. So on Lord of the Rings, as we've talked about for our overall strategy for Universes Beyond, it's all about bringing in adjacent fandoms. We've had great success with this with D&D, which was kind of a prototype for Universes Beyond that we did
Really?
a couple years ago. The summer set called Adventures in the Forgotten Realms.
AFR.
We've had, one of our best-selling Commander sets ever with Warhammer that we did this fall. We're already on our 4th reprint. And for Lord of the Rings, it's really about appealing to that rabid fan base who loves
Rabid.
Lord of the Rings, who loves J.R.R. Tolkien, who also might love a game like Magic the Gathering. I think an important secondary component to that is there's already a whole bunch of Magic the Gathering fans who are big kind of fantasy uber fans. They
What?
like Lord of the Rings, and we see it as a great engagement opportunity for them and a special collector's experience.
Yeah. Right?
That's bullshit. My wife is a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah.
Has no interest engaging in Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering product.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
were going to say she pre-ordered all of it. I've got every commander deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
His wife already got the One Ring. She's going to open it on YouTube and get arrested by the Pinkertons. Take it one step.
That's right. Yeah.
She got the One Ring, the one that matters from Tortoise.
That's right.
Oh,
Oh,
that's cute.
That's
adorable.
cute. Oh my god. Oh, that. Hold on. We got to have Rasputin say his.
It's cute.
That's cute.
That's cute. All right.
We don't do very often.
Yeah, you don't do it.
Got it. That's helpful. Thank you. And then just my one follow-up. Could you kind of just give us an update? You have Baldur's Gate launching, I think, in Q3. Could you give us an update on expectations, how that will monetize through the income statement, and then just broadly an update on the video game strategy? Thank you.
Yeah, so Baldur's
Have you
Gate
seen our
3 is
Magic
being
video
done
games?
by our partners at Larian.
They're gonna redo
Larian's probably
Baldur's
one of
Gate 3?
the, arguably
What?
one of the best independent role-playing game publishers in the world. And so we're really excited about what they can do.
They're so excited. They just can't hide it.
They released Baldur's Gate 3 into early access on Steam about 2.5-3 years ago. To date, it's the most successful early access game in Steam's history, with well over 1 million adopters just in that kind of like preview period. So we have pretty high expectations for Baldur's Gate 3. We think the quality is going to be very, very high. If you look at the reviews on Steam, they're excellent. It definitely is going to be a game of the year, or at least a role-playing game of the year contender.
Yeah.
And
what is Baldur's Gate? Was that an existing thing within D&D? So I guess, Pat, this question's for you. Anybody who plays D&D?
And there was a Baldur's Gate video game a while back, kind of like top-down.
Yeah,
like,
Baldur's Gate is like a long-running video game
Diablo,
franchise.
So all the cards
Hasbro.
that were in Magic, Baldur's Gate, were already in the existing D&D lore, pretty much. Is that the story there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so terribly so. That's the worst part is Adventures in the Forgotten Realms is like really their big umbrella. Baldur's Gate is like a city. Yeah, and they had 2 video games previously that were really big. So I look forward to being terribly disappointed with their upcoming release.
Great. It's only going to get worse.
You only get to level 5? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Got it. All right. So
and it's going to release very broadly on consoles and PC. So we think
very
it's going to be a pretty big release. In terms of how we participate in that, it's a licensed product for us. We like kind of the partnership that we have with Larian on that. So we'll start to see some contribution from that in the later, like probably September in Q3. And then more meaningfully, just based on kind of the timing of when we recognize the licensed royalty-based revenue in Q4 and Q1 of next year.
Got it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the updates.
No worries.
Our next question is from Eric Handler with Roth MKM. Please proceed.
Good morning, and thanks for the question. And I'll just say, Deb, just good luck in all your future endeavors, and you'll be missed.
Yeah.
So first question, with regards
Poor
to
Deb,
consumer
man.
products,
Can we just stop and pause for Deb? I mean, she's leaving the company. Okay, that's long enough. Pause.
So sad. Yeah.
Yeah, so sad.
We're
Yeah.
about over 100 million better than what consensus was looking for. I wonder if you could just maybe give a little color as to where that upside came from. Was this a pull forward for maybe 2Q or another quarter, or are you just seeing more positive retail orders?
What?
Well,
No,
Deb, we're just pulling numbers out of our ass.
we're
Yeah. It was like, what did he just say? Can you please translate that to English?
Can you take the sock out of your mouth?
seeing some underlying momentum in the business across the board.
I swear, it's like they had a marshmallow contest. Fluffy Bunny before. And they're like, okay, no, we can actually talk this way. Okay, that's the bet. I got $1,000 saying that you can't do it the whole way through.
And totally, James. These are like all pre-approved questions, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Came in ahead of expectations. Our latest.
Although Pat, you are a holder, so you can get in on this meeting.
Yeah, that's true though. That's the worst
You
part.
can get in there
that's
and be
true,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm Pat. I have to show Pat.
Hi, my name's Pat. Show me your dick.
Oh God. No.
Release
No.
based on Phyrexia.
Only if it's based in Phyrexia. Okay, got it.
Did very, very well. And, we continue to be bullish on what Wizards has in store, particularly the Lord of the Rings set in late Q2. On consumer products, I think our POS came in a bit better than planned. It's still not where we want it to be, but I think we're making steady progress. And just to give some perspective on it, based on our own internal numbers, and this doesn't include kind of discounting, we were down about 12% in Q4. We cut that roughly in half in Q1. We were down about 7% year over year. And when you take out some of our exited businesses, particularly Disney Princess and Frozen, we were down less than 4%.
Oh, they left. They dropped that shit. They're like, no, we're not doing Frozen. We're not doing Disney Princess line. Is that true? I know they had it. I thought they were licensed to do it for like a little bit. So they just said, nah, they're done.
Oh, they're cold on Frozen, huh?
Yeah, they went cold on Frozen.
Which
I
by
heard
our
Disney
math is
Princess. I
likely.
thought they were talking about Don Lemon, who got fired at CNN.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't been caught up. I mean, they got rid of Carl Tuckerson too, but they
At
don't really
or
talk
ahead
about
of
it
market.
here. Yeah,
We're
that's
not
weird.
satisfied with that, but that was ahead of what we planned. But I think it augurs well for what's going to happen in Q2, Q3, and Q4, where
But they're proud to announce the new Bud Light Secret Lair.
we add like our disciplined execution that we've been doing with our retailers. We add new products, and we add what we think is a pretty killer content slate from both ourselves with Transformers and our partners, particularly at Disney.
There you go.
Okay, that's helpful. And then as a follow-up, can we talk a little bit about Dungeons and Dragons? You've now had a global launch of the movie. A lot of international markets haven't really been exposed to D&D before. Can you maybe talk about your market?
And can we talk about how you guys rush ship the D&D and not my Sam artist that I ordered before that? Like that was also said that it was shipped. I'd like to know that answer to that question. Thank you.
Marketing strategy here to bring the game to more markets and how that's going to play out?
Yeah, I mean, we're very enthused by the critical response and the fan response to the movie. It is by far the best reviewed movie in Hasbro's history. And so we think it's going to have a very long life and is going to perform particularly well in post-theatrical sales and streaming. And that's important for us because, D&D is a very strong brand in North America. It's well known in Europe and Asia, but not highly engaged or highly penetrated in those markets. And so a great reviewed movie that has a lot of fan enthusiasm is a perfect opportunity and a perfect entry point into the brand. And then I think the way that we'll expand upon that over time is we're lowering the barriers to entry for the core game by...
Okay, I'm just going to say I'm going to have a lot of fun clipping the hell out of this.
Dude, it's so funny. Like the summarization there, like it's the best movie Hasbro's ever put out. It's currently rated at meh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hey, it did better than Battleship. I mean, come on.
Like, dude, that's the thing is like we made a movie based on Battleship. Like the fuck do you think a D&D movie's not going to do better? Like honestly, like just watch Critical Role for like 4 hours and just come up with a movie and just be like, okay, cool, we're gonna do season 2. Like, how do you do it so bad for something
before that flopped?
There was a D&D movie back in the 2000s, I think.
So that's the worst part.
Oh God,
like,
yes,
old school,
yes.
yeah. Michael Ironside. Like, I watch a lot of bad movies, and I have a really bad taste, as you've all come to realize. And I have seen that movie probably like 4 times.
Oh man,
it's really bad in a way that I enjoy. You have to indulge. It's like how mud is both dirty and clean. Like you just bask.
We are not sponsored by mud. Oh,
yeah, right. Brought to you by Wet Dirt.
Maximus.
You should do that. Like, TJ, like I'll record you a thing. This episode sponsored by Wet Dirt.
Yeah, exactly. God, it reminds me. I got to get you guys on that infomercial thing. Okay, here you go.
Transformers movies,
particularly the investments.
Hillbilly brings up something pretty good. They did discuss their licensing terms, how they are trying to expand.
That's one of the clips.
More with the Transformers.
Perfectly penetrated, Coach. Perfectly penetrated.
Perfectly penetrate the price point of those precarious customers.
Yeah, we need to sell $500 collector booster boxes with the client on all collector booster boxes before. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to continue. Oh, this is so riveting. I think by the end we're going to be all talking
and beyond, and kind of what we call a virtual tabletop, which is kind of like a video game like experience for being able to play the game. And then we have a very aggressive lineup of new digital content and video games coming out starting with Baldur's Gate 3 this year, but then continuing on with other licenses that we haven't yet announced, as well as owned content that we have in production at Wizard Studios. And so I think really, you know, that kind of 1-2 punch of, you know, have entertainment, which makes the brand broadly accessible, and then add on to that, you know, low barrier to entry digital experiences is really going to be kind of the fly.
What is that? Low beard? Low
barrier entry.
Okay. Low barrier entry. Thank you.
Probably lower cost.
Okay.
Drives the brand's growth over the next couple years.
Thank you.
What's the barrier to entry for the existing Baldur's Gate or D&D, whatever he's talking about?
I have no clue. Anybody? Crickets?
I don't play D&D. Okay. I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. I don't even know.
Question is from Drew Crum with Stifel. Please proceed.
Okay, thanks. Hey guys, good morning, and Deb, best of luck. It was, you know, a real pleasure working with you over the years.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe to start, you know, part of your original outlook, you had flagged $300 million of sale headwinds from outsourcing brands and foreign exchange. Is there an updated figure you can share there? How is the business tracking to that $300 million? And then I have a follow-up.
Yeah, so in Q1, we predicted that about 75 million of that 300 million would manifest. And, you know, that's the case. We're not operating in Russia. We're not doing Disney Princess or Trolls or Sesame Street.
I like how they say that it's all in the same thing, because they don't want to touch that Frozen or Disney Princess.
Dude, he says it. We're not operating in Russia. We're not doing Frozen. What the fuck? What? How is that one breath? Like all in one
danger.
sentence? Yeah.
I'm wondering, did you see what Russia did with Levi's and McDonald's when all the international brands pulled out of Russia after the Ukraine war started? Did you see what Russia did? They did their own bootleg version of McDonald's and Levi's. Go look it up. It's real. So I'm wondering if they took existing Magic product and just scribbled over it and made their own Russian version. I don't know, just something silly like that. I guess you got to look it up to get the better context, but.
Yeah, no, it
look up Russian McDonald's. I'm telling you.
No, but you know, it's just like they're talking about the Disney Princess line each time they say it. It's like Disney princesses. Go to get rid of them. Okay.
And we are starting to out-license some of our secondary properties. We anticipate about 60% or so of that 300 million will manifest in the first half of the year. And really what we're seeing is, I think, better than anticipated strength in our overall gaming portfolio, particularly Magic and D&D. And then, you know, we're starting to see some impact around improved execution at retail and across our marketing teams, particularly in our franchise brands, that saw some decent POS across Transformers. We see some momentum in Core Nerf. We see momentum in Core Hasbro Gaming, Peppa Pig, and Play-Doh as well.
Got it. Okay, thanks, Chris. And then maybe just my follow-up, you know, your forecast for the Wizard segment to achieve a high 30s EBIT margin in 23, a little bit lower relative to the last few years. Is that a reasonable range over the longer term, or would you anticipate margin expansion beyond 23, which feels like more of an investment year?
I would say high 30s is what we're targeting in the midterm for sure.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep. What happened?
We're investing pretty significantly in building out our digital capacity.
Nothing happened.
Some of that is capitalized, but not all of it. And so I think as we start to launch those games, you'll start to see the realization.
No. Okay, hold on. Thoth, white Disney princesses are Hasbro's Voldemort.
Yes, exactly.
Can't have that.
Yeah, just a regular old, just literally that white bitch down the street. Like her. You know.
That's a shirtless guy on a horse. Oh boy.
Capitalized costs.
All this corporate speak is making us degenerate.
Like the midterm outlook for our margins. And then as we expand Magic in particular with things like Universes Beyond, it's a great opportunity to bring in new players, but that's going to be a a little bit of a margin
Can you pause
impact,
it here?
both
I have
in
a
terms of
problem
the
with that.
royalties we spend.
Oh,
You
yeah,
what?
I've got something there too. Speaking of bringing in new players, if you haven't subscribed, right now is a great opportunity to
perfect
hit
time.
that bell down below.
That too.
Smash
Very
the
important.
bell.
What I was going to say is, like, my gripe is bring in new players. These Doctor Who fans, they never cared about our game now. That last week, they're not going to care when the Doctor Who set comes out. They
Why
don't
do they give
care.
a shit? Yeah,
They
they didn't
don't
care
care.
then. Why do
Very
yeah.
true.
And in my experience, they're just a weird fan base to begin with. I never met a Doctor Who fan I liked. I'm not being an asshole. It's just like I don't get the appeal of Doctor Who.
Dude, I'm 100%
Thank you,
with
Throth.
you.
I knew you
Benson.
were here
Like,
before.
I'm a big Adventures in Forgotten Realms fan. Like, I have literally pounds of books behind me, right? So when they did the crossover with Drist and Brunor and Caddy Bree, Wolfgar, the whole crew, right? I was absolutely appalled with how one of my favorite IPs with one of my favorite games crossed over, and it was an atrocity. So I think anybody that's looking forward to the thematic crossover of Lord of the Rings is going to be appalled by what happens.
Oh God, yes.
Lord of the Rings is the perfect venue, though. It's I don't know how you screw up D&D and Lord of the Rings translating into Magic the Gathering.
I'll show you in a month. I'll show you in a month. Yeah,
they did, but I mean, it's fantasy, and
it's
well,
like one of those
Soul Ring
hold
is
my
already
beer
based on the One Ring.
situations. Like
Yeah.
it's literally
I'm sure
a hold my
they'll fuck it
beer.
up,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't know. The Doctor Who one, I just don't get. We are getting a Doctor Who Universe Beyond, right?
Yes.
That is
Yeah,
happening.
we are.
I didn't make that up. Yeah. So that one I just
Yeah.
find stupid and unnecessary. 'Cause that's about futuristic tech stuff in a flying British phone
We
booth.
got to find
Like, I
this
don't-
sonic screwdriver.
Did you think the My Little Ponies was not ridiculous?
Those they kept to a secret layer. They
Oh.
didn't do a whole My Little Pony.
Tortoise?
Yeah.
Whatever.
You okay, man?
I'm falling asleep.
Oh, all right, man. All right.
Yeah. A lot of
Sorry,
work
I didn't mean to bore you guys. This is just I don't know, interesting.
I worked
stuff.
hard today.
Yeah.
So I'm tired.
Oh no, I hear you, man. Well, thanks for having
Dude,
us.
it's all those games. That's what you get
all
for
those
being
games.
such a badass. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well, go check them out, guys. Make sure you put your link in the chat here, bud. Let's go check out Superfast Tortoise. Boop, boop.
Woo.
All right, brother.
All right. Good night.
Night.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
And now back to this boring thing.
As well as the development costs, because those tend to be a little bit more intensive when you involve a second party. Now, that said, we feel like that's a really wise investment. You know, when we attract a new Magic player, they typically stick around for 5 to 7 years, and they have an average revenue per user over that time.
Oh, it went up from
in the
what,
$500
2 to
to
3 years.
$1,000 range. So giving up a little bit of margin up front.
Oh, that's
to attract,
interesting. Pause
you know,
there.
a highly engaged, highly profitable.
Yeah.
They say that their average user spends between $500 and $1,000 over 5 to 7 years.
Really?
That's what they just said.
That's
Wow.
bullshit. I just my LGS last weekend had a sealed
Right.
event where you
Like
they did a
that-
collector's sealed event. You basically get a booster
Yeah.
collector
Oh,
booster
fuck,
box,
that's
$300
great, yeah.
buy-in. Like right there, they just basically spent almost up to that threshold in one shot, and it
Yeah.
Yeah. Way more than
Yeah,
1,000. Back in the day,
That's-
it was like what, a booster box quarterly. So you know, if they bought one at what, 80, 90, $100, let's say $100 back in the day, right? That's $400 a year. Interesting, because now they're making it to where if you really want to keep up and be able to play even good commander decks, you're like what, 1,000 every 3-4 months. This is
So like their
nonstop.
numbers, like that just doesn't
Yeah.
line up to me.
Well,
is
no, and they
that
say
if
that the
your
average player
average-
is 5 to 7 years.
5 to 7 years, and you spend
Mhm.
$500 to $1,000 over that course. So that's
Yeah.
like at most $200 per year over your course of a short term. Let's say you
Yeah.
spend the maximum $1,000 over the shortest amount of time, 5 years, $200 a year. That's 5 fucking boxes.
That's
Like,
not a
let's
lot.
be realistically.
Over
Like, that's
5 years? No, over a year.
Over-
That makes sense because
that's
that would be
5
like what,
boxes.
like 3 collectors
$200.
and a set box, and you're already at 1,000.
Yeah,
For the year.
$200. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. If
This is
that's
a new-
what they think that people buy, if that's their expectations for buyers, they are way outpricing if they want to actually sell the product. It's or I'm wrong, or I'm so wrong as a consumer, because this entire thing that we're listening to is them saying we're making money hand over fist. We are increasing our profits. We are decreasing our expenses. We are doing really well. And maybe I'm just so fucking dumb that I'm doing all of it wrong and they're doing great. I don't know, because it looks to me and like everybody else that buys this product saying, hey, this is terrible what's happening. Like, you're doing it all incorrectly. And for them to keep saying,
Well, how much is the new Commander Masters going to be? Like a booster, like a draft boosters of Commander Masters? What is one box of that going to cost you?
$375, I
Fuck
think,
that.
is like their for a draft. And then their set is higher and their collectors is fucking even higher.
They basically made a higher end version of the core sets. Remember, like 10th edition, 9th edition, those were all mostly reprints. That's what Commander Masters is going to be.
It's like Double Masters 2023, but now with more head than ever. Like it's like it's just fucking ridiculous.
Oh
my.
Okay. More corporate speak.
Fan segment, we think is a nice trade-off that helps us and helps our shareholders win over the long term.
Yep. Okay. Very helpful. Thanks.
Is it though?
Thanks.
Did it help you? I don't think
Our
it did.
next question is from Jason Haas with Bank of America. Please proceed.
Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Here
good
we
morning,
go.
and thanks for taking my questions. And I'd also like to say congratulations to Deb as well on your retirement.
getting the fuck
Best of
out.
luck in your future endeavors.
Congrats for surviving the
In
small
terms of
corporate
my questions,
pool.
I was curious for consumer products. Are you expecting POS improvement through the remainder of the year to get to the down mid-single digit guidance? And can you just talk about what the drivers are in the rest of the year?
Yeah, so in terms of POS, I think, Q1 was really about execution. It was about nuts and bolts, working with our retailers, improving our positioning, improving our inventory outlook. Through the end of Q1, our retail inventory is down about 15%, which we think is a good down payment on the year. And we'll continue to make steady progress in that in Q2 and Q3. Our owned inventory is up a bit, but most of that has to do with kind of the nature of Wizards production and load-in for our entertainment releases around action figures. Outside of Wizards and action figures, our owned inventory is actually down through Q1 as well. When we get into Q2 and Q3, I think we'll add to that kind of disciplined execution with increased marketing support and content support, with a host of blockbuster movies and great streaming content, whether it's from us or from Disney.
You had a guy on
and
YouTube
then
that
also
opened up
we're
your
just going to have a
product
lot
and
more
he said,
product innovation. Q1 we had a couple new things that hit pretty well. Our gel segment is doing pretty well inside of Nerf. Nerf Junior launched, and
Wait,
that's
what did I
doing
miss?
pretty well.
What did I miss?
They said something about content creation. I was like, you had a content creator for one of your products and you sent hired thugs after him.
Free advertising, yes.
And apparently they're doing really well in their Nerf segment.
Who the hell is buying physical toys anymore? I thought overall, like economically, physical toys were just on a complete decline. Look at the closer of Toys R Us and other toy stores.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
thought
I
that
legit,
industry was
I don't
dying.
get it. Yeah, and honestly, Benson, with how many fucking woke people there are nowadays, I don't want to give my little boy a gun. He should have a dress. Like, I don't know how
What?
well, I don't know how well Nerf itself is doing. Like, how many kids want to get shot in the face, anyways? I
Well,
was
kids
never
now-
a fan.
Well, kids now though they want the digital toys though. They want the iPad. Why keep buying your kid one Optimus Prime figure? Shout out Prime 406
Yeah,
games.
right.
But I mean, why keep buying them one Transformers toy every quarter when you could buy them an iPad once and then just buy an app for them, the new game app, every
right.
several times a year. It's our
I'll give
it's
you
all stored on that iPad.
500 V-bucks or whatever for your birthday, and I don't have to trip over any models in the living room.
I just don't understand how the toy business is still profitable. Physical toys. I mean, yeah, it's a great throwback to when some of us were kids, but I don't get how.
I think it's just down that there are so few producers of them at this point that it's either like cheap knockoffs, terrible dollar store specials, or you get the mainline brands like Nerf, Mattel products, stuff like that. And I think this is just the end of it. Like there's no other competition besides them, and they've just shut out enough people that of course we're the only ones left. Ugh.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. All right.
Was there any other Magic stuff that's in here portfolio? But really, it's Q2 and Q3 where all of our
discussion
new games,
about inventory.
a lot of our preschool innovation.
Somebody calls
I'm particularly excited for Young Jedi Adventures with our partnership with Star Wars in preschool and what we can do there, as well as across the board, several new pieces of innovation that we haven't announced yet, but we see a lot of retailer excitement for. That should add to the POS momentum.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And then
piece of shit momentum.
Yeah, we promised you more Riva lightsabers.
Can you just walk through the releases for Magic for 2Q versus 2Q last year? Because I thought I know you've said you're expecting to be down. I know that was the initial expectation for 2Q. But I just think we have Lord of the Rings, which seems to be off to a good start. And then what's that up against? Was that Kamigawa last year? Can you just kind of help frame up what causes the difficult compare?
Well, Kamigawa was Q1 of last year. Double Masters was in, I believe, second quarter last year. Really, it's less around the sell-through of the releases because we actually think the sell-through is going to be quite strong in Q2. And it's the timing of the releases, particularly in the beginning of the quarter and then in Q3. So, like, our March of the Machines release this year comes a little bit earlier than last year's comparable release. So we had a little bit of Q1 ship, which affects Q2. And then our major release for Q3 is about a month later year over year. So last year we were able to ship a fair bit of our Q3 release at the end of Q2, whereas this year almost all of that Q3 release will be shipped solely in Q3. So while we're excited about the sell-through and the fan engagement potential of the Q2 releases, we actually, for the quarter, in terms of a sell-in perspective, are down about a set to a set and a half year over year.
Helpful, thank you.
So they're pushing their product forward to make money earlier.
As a reminder, it is *1 on your telephone keypad if you would like to ask a question. Our next question is from Fred Whiteman with Wolfe Research. Please proceed.
Hey guys, I just wanted to follow up on the retail inventory performance. It sounded like in the prepared remarks you were expected that to be sort of cleaned up by the end of the first half, and then Chris, I thought you just made a comment that it could continue into 3Q. So when do you sort of think that'll be normalized, and is it a little bit sooner than you would have thought exiting?
When do you not have all the shit in your warehouse?
Well, I would say we'll get to pretty normal levels by the end of Q2, but there will be some additional kind of cleanup into Q3. That's just the nature of the beast.
So maybe
in terms
like
of
6
our
more
own
months?
inventories, we made progress outside of action figures and wizards in Q1, and we
got a
expect
bunch of
that to
shit.
continue. I would say, we'll be done with about 50 to 60% of the job by the end of Q2, and should be pretty clean on kind of our aged inventory by the end of Q3 and entering Q4 in a pretty clean state, both for retailers as well as our owned and operated. Our goal for the year continues to be our overall inventories are down 25% or more, with comparable levels exiting 2023 to what we exited 2021 at, which was a historically low year for us.
Makes sense. So if we think about the timing that you just touched on for the retail inventories, and we think about sort of the year.
What's up?
I meant to mute. Sorry. No, continue.
Oh.
Year changes in some of the Magic releases. Can you just help us think about the mix for the back half of the year as far as 3Q versus 4Q? Like, how do you sort of see that shaking out versus historical patterns, and how do you sort of see the back half of the year progressing versus that first half guide that you gave us.
Deb, do you want to take the follow-up?
Sure. So, historically, the back half of the year has always been
crying in
like
the
in
vodka
high
shit.
60%
She started that
range, and
sighing. Like
What's
she's
that?
literally she started sighing the whole time. Like this is all outgash. Just like like this is the last thing I ever have to say on a phone call. Like she's unhappy as shit right now that guy fielded the question. She said earlier, "Hey, thanks. This is the last call I have to make." Okay, take it over. And now the last fucking segment, he's like, say one last thing. We're gonna wring this rag as hard as we can, baby. Fuck. I'd leave that company too. Shit, man, that's rough. And this should be the last call and answer of the section.
We expected to get back to that this year. As far as the mix, as we talked about, we expect Q3 to be the biggest quarter for Magic this year. We've got very strong releases. Chris talked about the timing, and you'll certainly see more sell-through. We ship Lord of the Rings late in Q2, but the sell-through comes in Q3. So when you think about the mix, we do expect the consumer to.
What's that?
Oh, I was mumbling. The fuck you do sell Lord of the Rings late in Q2. It comes out in like May, like early June. That's not late Q2. That's like regular ass Q2. Like that's
come back. We talked about
that's
that.
normal.
It's just a function of the timing, but we do expect a bigger quarter for Magic. Just looking at timing and releases, but overall, we expect it to get back to that normalized rate in the back half of the year.
Okay, thank you.
We have reached
and
the
that's
end
all
of our
that I
question and answer session.
All right. Yeah, dude. Wow. That was interesting.
That was painful.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. I mean, that's a typical corporate call for this sort of thing. A lot of metrics, a lot of shorthand, corporate speak. I mean, you got to keep in mind they are a public company, so they're expected to do. It's just I just can't believe they got slapped by Bank of America pretty publicly, or Wall Street Journal. Like major outlets reported that Bank of America story, and they just kept on plugging, shoving product down our gullet. Like like
why stop now?
I've never seen a company be so I don't know how to say it. Such a lack of self-awareness.
Unfazed. They're just they are the fools dancing on a cliff by the side of a volcano.
It's like, hey,
just
you're putting
wildly with a bunch of goats.
10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag, and they keep shoving shit into the bag, and the bag's broken. All the shit's falling off to their side, and they just don't care. Like it's just.
Yeah, there you go. They expected it earlier, so it would be the last week of Q2 is what they're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
So it is late. Maybe they had planned it.
That.
Maybe they had planned it before March or something. I don't know. Like, interesting. Would have to go back and like either a previous roundtable or something like that, like way back to see like if they changed the date on it or something. Because I don't remember them saying anything about it. Seems like they're on track.
Is Bob going to buy the collector pack of One Ring to count the boosters in it? Because remember we had a disagreement.
Oh man, so I've been talking with Bob a bunch about the like Lord of the Rings and stuff, and he wants pretty much nothing to do with most Magic the Gathering products right now. And I can't say as though I am terribly far off. I can't see like anything that I want to buy. I have. To be completely honest, I have a case of Lord of the Rings collectors, the gift bundles, right? Because there was like a fuck up on Amazon pricing, so I got them at $48 each. The gift bundles, like so, I got a case of those and some of the Commander Masters decks. Because I got a thing for slivers. I'm a very cheap, entertained person. Doesn't take much. I want some big shit. I can turn sideways. It does a bunch of stuff. Love me some slivers. So I got a couple of those on order. But honestly, like most of this year, I haven't wanted to buy Magic stuff. And I think Bob and Matt, also from Pure MTG, were mostly in the same boat that What is the value in opening a product, watching it all go to zero, and just losing your money in it? Unless you're going to go sealed and then you wait years to hope it goes up. It's tough.
List. I did that last week.
Right.
I went to my LGS. I gave a bunch of trash. I had my date stamped Warren Klex from the pre-release kit. I traded that in. Elspeth, the Planeswalker, a bunch of the Invasion of Ikoria, because that was actually has a little bit of an uptick in price right now. One of those battles. I traded it in. I posted a video on my channel of it from last Saturday. Shameless plug. I bought 3 packs of March of the Machine and a bunch of reserve list cards because that's the only safe space left in Magic. And anything Arabian Nights print. Because the most
like
junk
original
Arabian
printings
Nights,
or bust. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
it's
anything Arabian Nights is like you got any junk Arabian Nights card is probably $2-3 for the worst card, which is ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Common. That's what I've noticed on the market at least. So I mean, it's
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that was for any of you guys that are still awake from all that corporate speak.
I know it says 14 people watching. So.
Oh yeah. No. We had a little bit more, and then people are just like, oh, corporate speak.
It's tiring. It
is tiring.
I get it.
Yeah. Well, I'll wake some people up with little corals, I guess.
Carl! Carl!
Carl! Carl! My God, it sounds like Dave after one beer. Oh, is that too much Miller Lite for you?
Well, some investors got hyped up for this conference call, so they thought it was
Bootylicious! Yes, Your Honor.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, currently Hasbro stock is up at 14.63% on the day.
Yeah.
So huge move. That is over an annual increase in most stock prices. So I would say that a lot of investors felt very positive about what happened.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's good for us as Magic the Gathering players, honestly, it's probably bad.
One moment, Benson. All right. Well, yeah, Benson, I guess we'll get to the, shill your stuff. I have a link, the current giveaway, guys, for an Azorius sealed EDH deck. Make sure you guys go over here and get in on it. Yes, it's towards the end of the video, but we do talk about the, was it Draconic Destruction? So, it's a long form vid, but towards the end there, you'll see it. So, and what to do to get in. All right. Benson, you had something to show. Go for it, buddy.
No, just check out my channel. I've been proud of myself. I've stayed consistent. I've been posting 1 to 2 Magic the Gathering related shorts every day since February. So I'm trying to see how long I keep this going.
Bro.
Yeah,
that's a feat.
It's been pretty fun. So every day I come up with something, just any kind of card combo. It might not even be a combo. It might just be like a card I just want to draw people's attention to. So some good tech just for some laughs. I try to do some funny stuff here and there. Just check it out. Drop a sub. Drop a like. Lately I've been doing some live stream of playing different video games. And it was actually pretty funny. I had a funny interaction the other night. I was playing Skyrim. And in Skyrim, if you steal something from people in the game, people can send hired thugs after you. So I was playing the game, and these random enemies spawned called hired thugs. And as they spawned, I was actually talking about the Pinkerton old school incident. So it was almost too perfect. I was like, I guess WOTC's after me for talking about their poor choice and intimidating people. So go for it, check that out.
Vincent, can you say something in chat, in the chat itself, real quick? Because I want you to post your own link there. So
sure,
say
Let
something real quick.
Let me get that. Oh no, I'm still here, right? Yeah. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
There we go. I'm learning. I'm doing something.
Yeah, and we got some. I'm trying to get in a few packages for GrabX. Need one from Mox, and I know that Prime is sending his out tomorrow, so I'm hoping to fire Loaded Piper V5 this end of next week once I get my work schedule. So it's pretty loaded now, but once I get those other two, it'll be nice and fat. So I want to make sure that we get the full experience.
Yeah, and I highly recommend people come by DJL's Piper. It's a lot of fun. Good.
Yeah, as people in chat have a chance at winning stuff, and
good vibe.
Yeah, I make sure to make it super inclusive. The funds I get for it pretty much go back into the next one. I think this time I try to split it up. Basically, I think I'm gonna go for like 100 paid pulls. So at $5 each, 300 back in, 200 for stuff around here for the channel. So
and DJ,
I'm very upfront about it. Yeah,
I gotta say one thing. Are you okay, dude? Because every time I hear from you, I feel like you're hurt, a car accident, a hospital. Are you okay?
Oh God, I know, right? Yeah, the accident. No damage there.
We're starting to worry about you.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, no.
He's like, no, dude, Benson. It's all just butt stuff, and I'm used to it now.
Oh God.
They get hurt. That's
No. Just I've been going through some real life stuff, but I try to keep it off here. But the accident, no, we weren't. It was just a fender bender kind of, Now Dad has a dent in his door, so it sucks. But
yeah,
you do.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
so that one was no big. It was just like, what the hell? This day's weird. That's what my commentary was.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Pat? Anything to plug for Pure MTG or your channel or?
Yeah, I mean, so over on Pure MTG, Wednesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern, we're doing a live stream of Dungeons & Dragons 5e. We're currently going through a starter module, the Minds of Phandelver. And then on top of that, we also have our weekly cardboard conversations now held on Pure MTG, 7 p.m. Easterns on Saturday, doing a lot of TCG talk. And we're kind of pulling back the scope a little bit. We're talking about gaming in general a little bit more now. So other trading card games, board games, video games, stuff like that. And we're also doing the shorts. We're doing daily shorts at this point, have been for a bit. And, just trying to put stuff out there, making an effort to get a little bit more traction in the community.
Yeah, no, that is fine. And awesome, dude. Yeah, do check out their shows on Saturday for sure. It's pretty good. They even get some surprise guests on there, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very, very good. Very good.
And play Commander Raids. I recommend that to everybody as well.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Super fun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, they developed
it's the real casual Commander.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty good. Hopefully we'll have more of that on the channel here soon for Commander Raids. And it's not, you guys aren't seeking monetary anything on it. It's just want to see it played out there, and that's super
exactly
cool.
Yeah.
Well,
this has been super fun. Thank you a lot, DJ, for having me on. I know it's been quite a lengthy show, so I think I'm going to have to retire for the evening, but just want to say thank you again for inviting me, and it's been a wonderful discussion with you, Benson, and everybody else that was able to join us, except for Prime. He sucked as usual, but outside of that, a phenomenal evening.
All right, brother, you have a good night, and I'm basically kind of sidetracked right now because I'm going to try to edit that video real quick, just because I had spaces anyway. And it's going to be no frills, no nothing, just no commentary. I'll have that up here probably within the hour. So I'm going to get on that. I wanted to thank everyone for showing up today and watching us later. Please comment and hit the like if you do watch us later, and make sure you hit that subscribe. You do have to be subscribed to be in on the giveaways, and we have plenty on here. So good times. Well, thank you, Michael Superbacker Throth, for chiming in today. Far North Magic, Coach, Super Fast, right? Hillbilly. Oh, well, the list goes on. K-Torque. Benson, of course, he's here. James Willis. Oh, Red even showed up. Oh, man, I missed that one way earlier. Wow, I haven't seen you in a minute. Napalm. Oh, yeah. And everyone else that I missed in between. Oh, of course, Evil Dave anyway. I I think I got everybody. But if I missed you, we still love you, and we'll catch you live on the next one. So
sweet dreams. See you next week.
See you guys later.
All right. Have a good one. I'm in the dark now.
Bye.